Captain's Log 33, day 216. I've scoured over 1,700 garbage cans now in search of the fabled fruit of the cactus. To no avail. I'm beginning to lose hope. The only thing keeping me going is the promise of brilliant, glimmering oceans and crystalline seaside shores of Ginger Island. The hunt continues. End log. How's it going tonight, everybody? That's not the end of the log, that's only the start. This is the beginning of something new and incredible. Maybe not new, but you know, we're all in it. Will it be today? I certainly hope so, Amelia. I certainly hope so. We're doing our best here. 1752 garbage cans. No cactus fruit yet, but we're still technically below odds based on all the math that I've been seeing hopping around. What is this? Jive? Oh my gosh, I'm vibing all of a sudden to this music. I don't think I've ever heard this. It is Stardew Valley, but it's not the Stardew Valley you're used to. You know, let's start things off a little bit fun today. Let's something new, a little poll. Will we find the cactus fruit tonight? Make your opinion known. No, I don't want to add option. Can I remove option? Hold on. Will we find the cactus fruit tonight? Ask your community. There we go. You and Markiplier are streaming at the same time. I can't control that, unfortunately. Markiplier doesn't really have a stream schedule. If anything, he should turn off his stream for me. I'm the one with the schedule. He should have known. But if you want to stop watching this for Markiplier stream, I won't begrudge you at all. Let's see how confident we're feeling tonight. A whopping 61% of chat right now believes that we will get the cactus fruit tonight. I appreciate the optimism, y'all. Honestly, it's every little bit helps. I do see the realists with the 37% coming in to say, no, you're insane. This grind will continue for the rest of your living days. But either way, we're having fun. At least I hope we're having fun. It's becoming more of a podcast than a challenge run at this point, but we'll get to Ginger Island and stuff eventually. For the time being, let's start off with the fan art. We only got one piece today, and of course Pickle Jar Rag will kick in right as we switch over to show Oceana Love Sap's newest little piece here. I see you in chat, by the way. Hello, Oceana. We got Chloe and Tim Beeb. Chloe in her garbage can Thursday best. And they're just lying in the grass, lying in the grass, exhausted, no doubt, after searching through their neighbors' garbages for yet another day. I respect it. I like the, Chloe looks like that's a face to me that says, like, you know, she's tired, she's exhausted from the grind, but she's also satisfied with it. She knows that it's going to be worth it in the end. She's dreaming of the cactus fruit. And Tim Beeb's the moral support. Thank you again to Oceana. Always love to see the new art. If you have any art you'd like to share yourself, !Discord to check out the Discord server. There's a fan art channel where you can submit your own and have it shared on stream if you like. You can also tweet it at me at Argon Matrix. Share it with me privately. My DMs are open. I digress. Let's get this thing up. Let's get the show on the road, as they say. Say hi to me. I'm finally back to a stream. Hello, Pikachu Bob. I feel like I always say hi to you. Welcome back for the stream, though. Happy to have you on board for this cactus fruit grind, where we'll inevitably get it tonight. Currently, 62% of chat believes we will. You know, before I actually load up Stardew Valley, or load into Stardew Valley, I'm gonna go and end that poll, just so we can't get any false prophets in here. In case we get the cactus fruit on our very first garbage can, I don't want that kind of mojo. All right. Into Frugal Farm I go. I pause the music. I let you see what I'm looking at. And we're good to go. I hope. Finally catching a stream. I'm glad to have you here, Sarah Rowe. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to the Jade Party, featuring Chloe. Chloe and the Arista dog. Timbeep. It would be a way to start the stream, getting it first can. I wouldn't know what... I'd be, like, beside myself. Because I have some ideas of, like, what I want to do. Like I want to do, like, something special when we do get the cactus fruit, but I'm not ready for that yet, so, like, we'll see. If it happens, it happens. I'm not gonna... I mean, that's just what the universe decided, right? For the time being, though, we're just gonna go ahead and collect our honey. Get a little honey. I should get the charcoal kilns going again. We'll never want for coal again in our lives at this rate, and I'm very happy for that, because coal is a bit tough to grind. Hey! Just starting off strong with a little gold bar from everyone's favorite blacksmith, Clint. Everyone's favorite blacksmith in Stardew Valley, I should clarify that. Because there are other blacksmiths in other games that are probably preferred to Clint. I'm looking at you, Andre, from Dark Souls 1. / Dark Souls 3. I definitely got Dark Souls on the mind. I've been playing too much Elden Ring. At any rate. Get our hops going. I'm starting to feel like maybe even the hops and like this grind, I should not be doing. Maybe I should just purely like wake up, check the mail or whatever there might be, water Timbeeb's bowl, and then just go for the garbage. Like obviously we're gonna be making lots of money off of doing this. We already have been. And I will probably stop this once we eventually inevitably hit the 13 million or whatever dollars that we need for all the obelisks in the golden clock. But I might even stop it sooner than that, just so we can get as many trash can runs in as possible per stream. We'll see. Just a pure garbage run. We're going full garbage build, and invest all our stats in excavation of garbage, of the garbage variety. Imagine what the things poor Chloe has seen just digging through this many garbages. Imagine the state of her hands by the end of like every day here. Digging through all those like old like candy wrappers, empty Joja Cola cans because no one around here recycles apparently. I'm usually pretty good about recycling. I do tend to amass quite the collection of like well, there you go, of like cans and bottles and stuff. And then I take them down to the bottle depot all in one fell swoop. I usually have like 3 bags on the go, 3 full trash bags. But like I don't go through the, like cans and bottles fast enough that's like a twice a year kind of trip for me. And I never enjoy it because, like, when you go to the bottle depot, I don't know if any of you guys go to the bottle depot on a regular basis, but, like, it smells weird. There's all the concoction of, like, the, like, little droplets at the bottom of cans and bottles and, like, just all the different, like, liquids that have been in there. It just makes for this horrible amalgam of, like, a garbage smell. And I'm not a fan of that. Which is why I try to minimize my time in there as much as possible. Have you considered making a blood ritual for the cactus fruit gods? We don't believe in the cactus fruit gods around here, and maybe that's our folly. We pray to the shrine of the cactus sometimes at the saloon, but I think it's less of a theistic religion and more just a spiritual one, you know. Your city picks up recycling, so you don't have to go anywhere. I am jealous of you. You don't have a bottle depot because because you hate nature? Oh no. Gotta invest in that. Yeah, we're good to go. We do have Spirit's Eve coming up, so we'll have to... That's always a bit of a touchy one because we have to wait until the festival's over in order to do our garbage run. Thank you, by the way, Decay, for coming in, dropping the more trash command. First things first. You know what's up. Cactus gods are an outdated belief. I don't know a lot about like Egyptian gods or Egyptian religion just in general, like ancient Egyptians. Was there like a god of like cacti or plants or any such thing like that? I could probably like name like a few gods. Like is Anubis a god, or is that just like a figure? And then there's Het. There's like Het and Ket, I think. I don't know what they're gods of, but I believe they are prominent figures in the religion. I don't know if we have any religious scholars in chat. Yo, attention to detail, by the way. I'm pretty sure Tim Beeb's tail wagging makes a different sound depending where he's sitting. I just like noticed that because it's making like a wooden sound when it's thunking next to his bowl there. That's kind of awesome. Good job, Eric Baroni. What an amazing man. You only know Greek god? Anubis is a god? Anubis is the god of death. Ooh. Tell me more. I do like the macabre. I am a Wendigoon subscriber, so... Yeah, for some reason I wasn't sure if, like, I was, like I knew Anubis was from, like, Egyptian mythology, but I didn't know if it was, like, a god or some kind of, like, underworld just creature or what, or if it was just, like, invented by like, Tomb Raider or something. I don't even know. Good to know that my head is somewhat on straight. Like, I'm so bad when it comes to history. I never actually had, like, a history class. We had social studies, which is more or less, like, the same thing. But I also was in French immersion. And so that was, like, an extra layer of complexity. Like, I already have a tough enough time keeping all the facts of history and stuff straight. When you present it to me in a language that I understand, obviously, by, like, having taken 13 years of French, that'll usually embed it in you, especially when I was at such a young age. But still, it's, like, a lot to process, and I'm pretty sure social studies, like, when it came to my exams at the end of my, like, senior year of high school, it was the one that I did by far the worst on. Exclamation point cart, by the way, let's see what we need here. A single piece of wood for 900 gold seems like a pretty good deal, but I don't think we need it right now. 100 gold for fiber. That's on the cheap side for her, amazingly. A house plant. It's not a cactus, so I'm not interested. Yeah, nothing even remotely close here, I'm pretty sure. Oh well. Always worth a look. The good wood, so true. Timbius, god of cacti and death. I don't know if Timby would be a good god of death. I think he's got too precious of a heart. He wouldn't let anyone die. Do you have everything you need for Willie's boat when the time comes? Yes. I think we have more than enough at this point for all that. We got all the iridium, we got all the hardwood, we got each and every little thing. Mom's making lentil soup tonight, by the way. Can get some lentil emojis in chat. Lentil emoji probably doesn't exist, but use your imagination, get creative with it. Does anybody know what a lentil is? Is it like a bean of some kind, or is it like a sprig, or like when I think of a lentil, I don't know if I've ever had a lentil, but I think of like a long like sprig of grass, but then I'm like, wait, that's a leek. And a leek is also not grass, it just like looks a lot like grass. It's a bean, a lentil is a legume. Good evening, Stephen. Stefan. The boat will be ready so fast, so true. More trash today, nothing to it. Lentils are small. I always thought lentils were like kind of big. But maybe I'm thinking of the wrong lentils. Are they like bean sprouts at all? Like, I know I've had bean sprouts in various like Vietnamese cuisine. That's usually the only time I've ever interacted with bean sprouts. I feel like it's probably like a similar thing anyway. Lentejas? That might be something I'm not familiar with. Alright, let's go ahead. That's traveling cart. Yeah, we're good to go. They're like the size of a pinky fingernail. That seems about about accurate for bean sprouts, so yeah, maybe. Actually, you know what? Bean sprouts are probably even a little bigger than that, at least the ones that I've had at my local Vietnamese place. Which, by the way, I don't know if this is typical of Vietnamese restaurants, but like the one that I have frequented in the past, they give like amazingly large serving sizes. Like you don't get to like pick your size, it's just like it is what it is. But like anytime you order something, it's like I don't know, I haven't been there in a long time, so it's probably changed in recent years. But it's like not very much money. It's like $10 and you get like this like big freaking bowl of just amazing food that I just can't ever finish because it's so big. I eat like maybe like 2/3 of it and I'm done. Do you know any Spanish words? I could probably like make my way in a Spanish-speaking country with some relative ease. I did take Spanish for a couple years in high school, and I also took a lot of French, obviously. Like I said, 13 years of French. And French and Spanish have a lot of similarities between them. Obviously not one-to-one, but it's closer than English is by a long shot. Oh my god. I was looking at chat, I look over the screen, and I'm just assaulted by a sea of purple. It's like I'm looking at like a Twitch Prime subscription feed. What the heck is going on here? 13, indeed, 13 years of French. Grades 1 through 12 and kindergarten. My parents got me started early on that one, I'll tell you what. So, si yo hablo de esta manera, man, yes, I do understand you, Luis. If you speak in that manner, I do understand you, at least passingly. I don't. If you get much more complicated than that, you know, your mileage may vary. But let's try to keep things in chat in English, because that is what the vast majority of people in my demographic, in my audience, speak. When I was like setting up my like chat rules, because like if you look in the description, there's like rules for like how to sort of act in chat and how to behave. I generally think that common sense applies in most cases in chat, but common sense is not always that common. But when I was like looking into it and like seeing like, okay, what do other streamers have? I saw so many people had a rule where it's like, please only speak in English in my chat. And like, I get that. I would probably also rather everyone speak in English in my chat, basically at all times, just in order to minimize the potential for miscommunications and make sort of everyone feel welcome and everything. But like, how much of a problem is it for other streamers that it has to be an actual like active rule in the chat? That's like, it really surprised me how often I saw that. But I mean, who knows? Maybe, I guess with different demographics. Do I plan on saving enough ancient fruit seeds for spring? I've thought about it. I don't know if I want to keep going with the outdoor crop of ancient fruit, honestly, though. I feel like I might just stick to the greenhouse and leave it at that, because I'm kind of lazy. You forget, some of you may forget or not know, because the Price of Perfection might be your first interaction with Chloe and her ways. But she was originally, that's ancient fruit rhyme, by the way. I thought that was I thought that keg was going to be like a corn juice. For some reason, I thought that I accidentally put a corn in there at some point, but it must have been just an ancient fruit. At any rate. Yeah, Chloe started off on Lazy Farm, doing her no level up challenge. So she is, at the end of the day, quite lazy. She's definitely shrugged a fair share of her laziness in Frugal Farm, in her newest adventure, but that does carry over. And we're already making, like, more ancient fruit than we have casks at the moment. Or, sorry, not casks, kegs. Also casks, but that's neither here nor there. So the options are to either make a lot more kegs so we can process all the ancient fruit, or just, like, not worry about it. And like, well, I don't even know. Like, if we just stick with it to the ones in the greenhouse here, we might still not have enough kegs to process all those every time they mature. But we'd be closer at least if we didn't have to worry about all the ones outside. And either way, we won't get to the money mark that we need to quite as fast if we do it that way, but we're still gonna get there. Like, come on. Y'all know we're getting to year 13 in this challenge at some point for that rare seed from the traveling cart, according to the all-knowing Blade. So we're in this for the long haul. I said it many a time, and that has never been more true than when I learned that fact. So missed an ancient fruit. Oh wait, you got it. I got you. Eyes like a hawk on me, sometimes anyway. Appreciate you looking out though. Chloe, the queen of unconventional farming methods. It's so true. Chloe will never have a standard experience just going through Stardew Valley. Oops, I forgot. It's a festival day, just in case you didn't know. You missed a crate towards the bridge to Cinder Sap. I will go check for that, because I'm also going to spend probably most of the rest of the day here chopping down wood in that general direction. So let's go take care of business. Any mahogany trees? Oh, there is a mahogany tree. How about that? Let's chop it this way so it doesn't fall in the frickin' water. I know everyone hates that. Even though we have a lot of hardwood, we shouldn't squander it just willy-nilly like that. Consider swapping out the hops for more ancient fruit. That probably would be a good idea, but I also do like the dopamine release of getting like all those hops and getting $10,000 a day, even if it's not the most profitable, even if like, and it would be more like time efficient to not have to visit the greenhouse every day for the hops and instead like just go for when the ancient fruit is ready, once a week kind of thing. That would probably be the play, and I might get to that point in my life, but I don't know if I'm there yet. I kind of like the diversity, and I honestly, up until this point, I didn't know how profitable hops were. I'd never really played around with them. Thank you for the triple shot espresso. I was starting to run low. I was concerned. Did you choose the beach farm specifically for the supply crates? I did, yes. Exclamation point FAQ if you want more information on that or any other similar topics as to why we might have picked something in this challenge. Alright, clear the way. Everybody clear the way. I'm coming through with Tapa Booyah. Name that reference. That's a pretty easy one, but it's like an easy one for like the source material, but like it's not the most like common lyric, so who knows. If you don't cut the stump of the mahogany tree, it'll keep spawning mahogany seeds nearby. Thank you, Sri Lanka, for that intel. I did know that, but I'm not as concerned about mahogany as I once was, because now we get hardwood from these regular trees as well. So it's not a huge deal. I probably should. I do it if I start to run low on mahogany seeds, because as long as like a mahogany seed drops from the tree, I'm usually going to just replant it in the same spot. That's been my modus operandi so far. You fight like a dairy farmer. Is this a reference that I don't understand, or is this a statement of fact? Isn't 7 pale ale more profitable than 1 ancient fruit wine? You know what? You make a valid point. Is pale ale more profitable than ancient fruit wine? It might actually be, because I remember looking on like the wiki after I was like learning about pale ale, and it said it's like the second most profitable crop behind starfruit in terms of like processing it into its artisan good. So I guess it does have ancient fruit beet, so maybe, but like, it would be insane to fill the greenhouse with more pale ale or more hops, because not only is it like, would that be just a pain with the trellis and everything, but it's just like, we already got the ancient fruit on the go. We might as well keep it going, keep it riding. You've never played Monkey Island? I have not. I did not. That must be where the reference was from. I apologize. Monkey Island, that's like an old Sierra game, right? Like one of those Sierra Adventures type of games. I don't know if it's specifically Sierra, but it sounds like that's where my mind always goes when I hear Monkey Island, but I could be totally wrong as well. You guys ever play any of those types of adventure games where it's like you have to do something really specific, like a King's Quest type of game? And it's like the only way through the game is like through a very specific linear set of instructions that like if you don't have a walkthrough, you're just literally gonna die like at every second turn. It's like you'll try to like cross a bridge that's like just very clearly a bridge across a river, and then the bridge will collapse and you'll drown. So what you have to do is you have to like go to the hotel and you have to like seduce the barmaid so you can get into the bedroom because you don't have enough money to like rent a room. And then once you're in there, you can steal the bed sheets, and then you tie the bed sheets up into like a coil of rope. And then when you go to the bridge, you can like throw that rope over a branch that's hanging over the bridge. And then when the bridge collapses, you'll be able to like hang from that rope and swing across. That sort of thing. That's the sort of adventure game logic that I kind of love. You love it and you hate it, right? But it's like way too much for like just a casual player, but it's also just like really funny. Pineapple. I see some discussion about pineapple as a crop in terms of profitability as well. I don't know enough about pineapple because I've never been to Ginger Island really. It's a LucasArts game, so it's cut from the same cloth, is what you're telling me. Cut from the same king's cloth. Monkey Island is kind of like that. I respect it, honestly. I get the same vibe from those games as I do from playing The Witness. Have any of you guys ever played The Witness? I never like played it all the way through. I'd like to go and like finish it at some point, but it's like a pretty tough puzzle game. Like, I have no doubt in my mind that I would probably need a walkthrough to get through like some of the harder parts of that game. At least for like all the like the extra potential stuff. Like, I could maybe get through whatever passes for the main story in The Witness. I don't fully know if there is a main story. There must be some sort of narrative there that I just don't fully remember it. I'll tell you what I do remember about playing The Witness is because I played it for a little while back, just like on my own. And I remember like going through this like little dungeon area, and there was these puzzles, and I got through the puzzles, and at the end of it, there was like this theater, right? And I'd gotten used to this. Like, you'd find these sort of little mini theaters throughout the game sometimes, and you'd like hit the projector or whatever it was, and there would just be like a little clip, usually from. It would usually be like a real life clip, like an FMV style video clip of an actual person talking about something that relates to the game or the philosophy of the game or whatever. And it would be like a little, like maybe 2 to 3 minute clip, and you'd sit through it and just go on about your day. This one that I found in like the bottom of some crazy dungeon was like, I sat there and I was like waiting for it to end, and it just freaking didn't end. It was just like going and going and going. I swear I sat there. I had to like take a break to go to the bathroom. I'm pretty sure it was like 30 to 45 minutes of just like this guy talking about, you know, the duality of man or something. And I was like, I didn't sign up for this. I just wanted to draw some lines in these little like board game screens and get my, you know, daily release of dopamine. The Witness had you hooked for a month. You even had dreams about the puzzles. I could see that, yeah. They're very engaging puzzles for sure. Just, I don't understand the lore of the game as much as I probably could. You're starting to feel exhausted, by the way. That's alright, we're about to go to the festival regardless. Look at this little maze that I just found. When I say go, be ready to throw. It was on the non-duality of perception? Oh, that's my bad. I get those confused all the time, the non-duality of perception versus the duality of man. I think we've all been in those shoes at some point. My B. Alright, so let's get ourselves in the right headspace here. We're gonna go ahead and deposit all this, obviously. Then we will deposit our tools. I'm gonna grab a farm warp totem, even though I'm pretty sure we'll be fast enough. I just want to make sure that when we do our garbage can run after the festival that we do get back in time. With the minecarts, that shouldn't be a problem, but let's be extra safe just in case, right? And just about in the nick of time here. Sweaty from a hard day's work in a big old metal pail, no less. Haley, one of these days we're gonna get you to go through this maze. It's okay. There's nothing to be afraid of except all the spiders and ghosts and, you know, pumpkins if you're scared, if that's your thing. If I made a game, would you play it? It would be your first, probably. I'd give it a shot for sure, Karita. I'm always willing to look into that. I know I've tried to make some games on my own, and it's no easy feat, so I would definitely be willing to support that sort of endeavor. What is the reason that people put out pumpkins at Halloween? I feel like I knew this a long time ago. Cause like the pumpkins are not like really scary, right? Like it's not for the fear factor of what they are. It must be to like ward off some kind of spirit or something. And like it must be some kind of olden days tradition. I don't understand why pumpkins though. Why do we land on pumpkins as a society? Because now it's just a tradition. You don't even really think about it, right? But it's kind of weird when you do think about it. Do you know from experience? What about the pumpkins? Oh, that's why I'm asking. Or about making games. I've never really made like a full-fledged game. I've done some little like tutorial things to like make some very basic games, but even those take quite a while. They used to carve turnips, I believe. I believe you because I think I've heard that at some point in the past. If I hadn't, I'd be like, what the heck? How do you carve a turnip? I'm sure you could, though. It's to ward off spirits. You carve jack-o'-lanterns to scare away the evil spirits. That sounds about right. That's pretty much what I expected. I just wonder how that, like, became a tradition in the first place. Use gourds to scare off spirits. I love gourds, dude. Not even just like pumpkins, but just like a typical gourd. My mom used to like she does a lot of arts and crafts stuff. I think we're good here to leave, right? We got our pumpkin. We could go around talking to everybody, but we've already seen the dialogue, so it's neither here nor there. Let's not waste any more time than we need to. My mom is a big arts and crafts head. She does a lot of like scrapbooking nowadays, and lately she's been into like diamond painting. But back in the day, she used to collect and paint various different types of gourds, and you'd have like the gourd seeds in them, and you could like shake them to make like cool sounds. They're like their own little special instruments. It was a lot of fun, honestly. I helped her out with some of those. What other fruit is big and mostly hollow? I mean, you got me there. I know one year, instead of carving pumpkins, we did carve watermelons. Didn't work nearly as well, but like the ones that did work, it was pretty cool because like they have the residual watermelon that's inside of them was like red, so the candle light cast out from within them became like this deep blood red that's kind of seeped through the pumpkin or the watermelon, sorry. And it was just like really neat. How much money are we allowed to spend? As much as we need for perfection at the end of the day, but only that much. Feel free to check the rules and guidelines document linked in the description if you'd like to know more, or check out !FAQ. Just in the nick of time. Just more trash tonight, unfortunately. Trash bread. Have you ever tried wild strawberries? I don't think I've tried wild strawberries. No, I've tried wild blueberries. I remember picking wild blueberries with my grandma and my uncle many, many years ago. Huge payday, by the way. That's the ancient fruit wine coming in clutch. We might actually, depending on how fast I am at getting through these days, we might be able to get to the point where we sell our, what am I trying to say here? Our iridium quality star fruit wine, ancient fruit wine rather, because we got a whole heap of that processing down here. It's already gold. Gold. Trash get. Is that a Charlie Barley reference? That's the only person I know who would say such a thing. I can imagine wild strawberries being pretty good, though. Wild blueberries were like kind of like the ones that I picked. A lot of them were like pretty sour. But maybe I just ate them when they were like too, like they weren't ripe enough yet. We want to grab more wood so we can make more charcoal. Got charcoal on the brain. Wild strawberries are hard to find, though. Very small. Do they just like grow natively just like around in North America? I don't even know. I guess I don't go out like foraging very often. I don't think that's much of a surprise. I'm kind of a homebody, as I'm sure many of us are in this internet age. Although I think a lot of people have gotten have started going out for more walks just in these past couple of years with the pandemic and everything. Because you can't really go out, couldn't for a very long time, and still in a lot of places couldn't go out to like establishments, like restaurants and things. So just getting out in nature and just walking around is probably like the closest you could get. Will you make a video summarizing this whole challenge? I will indeed, yes. Argon or mod, more trash. I got you. I don't know if Decay was here, but I don't know if he's still here or not. More trash. Thanks for keeping an eye out. Northern parts of Michigan? Yeah, I guess saying like, oh, do they grow wild in North America? Like, North America is kind of a big place. It's got a vast diversity of flora and fauna. I don't know if there's anything that grows like everywhere in North America. Grass, maybe. About the closest you're gonna get. There we go. Back in our good cycle. Got more corn. We're gonna be able to make so many tortillas. I can't wait. Just you're not gonna believe tortilla heaven when we get there. But we're only gonna be there for. It's gonna be a pit stop on the way to Lucky Lunch Paradise. Why am I carrying 19 pale ale with me? In case I get thirsty, you know. I live in New England and there's wild raspberries kind of just chilling in your neighborhood. That's super cool, honestly. I wonder if like I went actually like looking, because there is like a pretty big forest near where I live. If I went looking around there, what sort of things I would find? What sort of like edible berries and that sort of stuff, or non-edible berries even. All right, what do we got here? Mayonnaise, don't need it. Pomegranate, very funny. Vanilla Villa. This looks like Vanilla Villa sounds like a Mario Kart track waiting to happen. I'll tell you that right now. But it's not what we're looking for today, unfortunately. You lost an AirPod? That's you should probably find that. Those things are expensive from what I hear. Haley says bunnies are so cute. So true, Haley. You mentioned AirPods a second ago. I've never been a fan of like earbuds or AirPods or anything like that. I just don't like how they feel in my ear. I'm much more inclined towards just like headphones that like cover the ear and wrap around, you know? That's where I've always tended towards, but maybe I just haven't interfaced enough with earbuds. I also just like don't listen to music or anything like or podcasts or whatever on the go. Usually when I'm listening to that sort of stuff, I'm just at home and I can just have it playing through my computer speakers. Because I live by myself, so I don't have to worry about like bothering roommates, and the walls around here are pretty thick. I can get up to all sorts of shenanigans. I think we're currently flying modless in Seattle, so I'll go ahead and do more trash myself for this one. Lingonberries. I don't know if I've heard of lingonberries, and they stick in my brain because they have a funny name, but I don't know what they taste like in the slightest. They're kind of like Saskatoon berries in that way, which I think may be more exclusive to my neck of the woods. Not that I live in Saskatoon, not even close, but... Alright, we're good to go here. Field snacks give you good memories of the beginning of this challenge. Me too, honestly. I always get that little twinge of nostalgia when I get a field snack. Not even just for this challenge, but just for like the start of a lot of different Stardew Valley playthroughs that I've done. Because they're always the go-to food for me for basically the beginning of the game. Up until like maybe like halfway through the first year, or even longer sometimes. They're just a good source. Hello, Pikachu Bob. Oh, hey, it's winter. Yo, isn't today Krobus' birthday? I knew it. All right, we need to... So Krobus, he likes his pumpkins, he likes his horseradish eye, and his diamonds. Do I have any pumpkins to spare, is the question. This is important. This is important intel. Are you gonna give a gift to Krobus? Of course, I would never leave my boy hanging like that. I would never deliberately ignore a birthday of someone that I care very deeply about. He were being deliberately. Exclamation point, Haley. So let's see. We got crops in here. We do have a gold pumpkin. A gold star pumpkin. We also have gold pumpkins, but that's like kind of a cop-out. So let's go ahead and bring this to our boy. Our future housemate. To be. I said to be, not Tim Beeb, but I wish I'd said Tim Beeb. He's right here. He's having the time of his life. You missed a bean plant, Argon. Did I? You're so right. Thank you for keeping an eye out for that, Laisha. Laisha. It's one of those names that could be pronounced a couple different ways. We need a Krobus command. I've thought about it because I feel like I have a bias towards Haley, which I mean I do at the end of the day, but I definitely need to. I also do have a bias towards Krobus. I need to give him his own quotes command, but he doesn't have nearly as many quotes as Haley does. He doesn't like talk much. He does have like a decent, like still a sizable amount, but I feel like it wouldn't be as varied as Haley's has been. We've probably seen most, if not all, of the Haley quotes at this point from just the amount of sheer use that the Haley command gets. But I don't see most of them often enough that I I forget that they're in there until I see them again. Found the reason that Haley hates prismatic shards. She thinks she's the prettiest thing in the Gem Sea, therefore she says, I don't like things prettier than me, therefore hates prismatic shards. It's a good theory. But my personal headcanon, which I believe to be factually correct, and you can't prove me otherwise, is that Haley is the only one with a good sense of, you know, what like fits well in like a room. And it's like I hate to say it, prismatic shard is too gaudy. Look, I'm not dissing the rainbow in this day and age. To besmirch rainbows is wrong in more ways than one, obviously. I like a good rainbow, but like a rainbow in like a stone like that, it's too many colors. It doesn't fit into any like room, into any kind of decor, unless you're going specifically for like, you know, like a very like bright, colorful vibe, which is already like pretty gaudy to the senses. I think Haley's got her head on straight. I don't think I'd like a prismatic shard either in real life. Actually, you know what? No, I can't say that because I really like real life geodes and stuff. I think they're very cool, and a prismatic shard definitely gives off that kind of same crystally vibe. All right, what do we got here? Let's take out these. Just take out the lowest stack. You are the weakest link. Goodbye. Wallagug will remember that. It's all right. Wallagug doesn't watch the streams. Or at least not the VODs. He's been to some streams in the past, but don't think he makes a habit of it. Does Jas like jazz? You like jazz, kid? I don't know. She probably would. Like, it's a flower. But I feel like blue jazz is one of those flowers that's, like, flowers are usually universal like, but not all flowers. Like, poppies are number one. Like no one likes poppies in this game except Penny. Which I don't understand. I think poppies are beautiful. And I feel like blue jazz might not... It's not like a universal dislike, but it's, I think it's a little more mixed than tulips or something. Okay, we got our gift for Krobus. Let's go do our thing. you were here from the Wallagug raid, and now you watch me more than him. Well, I appreciate it, but also, like, I put out, I stream a lot, whereas Wallagug mostly does videos, and obviously videos take longer. They're more effort than streaming. And there's just, I have the breadth of content on him. I have a lot more available to watch at any given time, so it's not too surprising. He's got me beating the quality right now. Don't worry about it, Kent. Don't worry about it, okay? I don't know if I'll ever get used to being back home. Peacefulness of the town feels just like a mask. That's probably just me, though. I've been there. I've had that sort of, you know, like, why is everyone faking being nice to me? Did they not actually like me? Is everyone not happy here? I've been in those shoes. Here you go, buddy. Happy birthday. I did. Oh, look at how happy he is. You guys, man. How do you make such like a jagged looking mouth like so wholesome and sweet? I love you, Krobus. Krobus means bridge crosser in our language. I'm familiar. The monster fireplace. I always get a kick out of the look of that thing. It looks like an enemy out of Super Mario Bros. 3 or something. You always forget about Greg, and it makes you laugh every time. Me too, honestly. Anytime I walk by one of the Gregs, I'm always like, "Oh, hey, Greg, how's it going? I forgot you were chilling here." Dusty, hope you're not too cold out. What do you got for me? 40 copper ores, Clint. One day we'll actually do that for you, I promise. Today is probably not that day though, or tomorrow, or like probably the next, like, I don't know, 7 years. What you mean, this is quality? I mean, I like to think that I make, like, decent quality streams and stuff. But, at the end of the day, it can't compete with, like, edited content, in my opinion. I do my best to inject as much entertainment value as I can into these. And I'd like to do more, honestly. Like, I definitely, I've talked about it a lot in the past, but probably my favorite streamer in recent times is Dan Giesling. Definitely check him out if you haven't. He streams on Twitch instead of YouTube. But he has like such good production value for his streams. I'd aspire to definitely not like copy his style. I don't think I could pull off his charismatic energy. But definitely keep things more engaging and more like I like to do more audience participation stuff. Honestly, as far as like these streams go, I just got to figure out a good way to go about that. Which is why I had a lot of fun with that in the last stream where we did the Grange display together. That was a fun time. You accidentally disappeared, but you're back. No worries, Decay. No worries whatsoever. How far have I gotten into Elden Ring? I'm one of those players who will do everything I can in my power, fight tooth and nail to avoid progressing the main story of a game. And Elden Ring makes that very easy for me to do because there's so much like content on the sides that you can focus on instead that I just like get lost in all of that. So it's really hard to say how far I am into Elden Ring. I will say that I am I don't want to spoil anything, I guess. So what I mean, I can say the names of a place. That's probably not really a spoiler for most people. I think we're good for tonight though, right? Yeah. I'm just entering the Academy of Raya Lucaria now. I've done like pretty much everything I can in Limgrave, as far as I can tell, and I've done pretty much everything that I've been able to find in Liurnia of the Lakes. Beyond that, I have not done much. I've done like I've done the Weeping Peninsula too, so those 3 big areas I've cleared out everything that I've been able to find. I'm sure there's stuff I missed, obviously, but there's but I definitely want to. Like, I'm very interested in the story of that game, and I want to find out more, so I do need to progress it at some point, for sure. More sea cucumbers. I wish there was a way to, like, automate this. Or could just, like, take the 10th one out every time, but... Oh, well, I guess that's what mods and stuff are for, right? We're out here living in this vanilla lifestyle. How many hours do I have? In Elden Ring or in Stardew Valley? In Elden Ring, I think I have like somewhere in the neighborhood of like 120 hours, which is too much because I should be being more productive and working on like videos and things. But hey, get back here, dude. Tim Beep's feeling a little frisky today. But at the end of the day, I think like productivity is like I can only be so productive while also balancing a good like work-life balance, you know? I think he has full hearts with everyone. As of last stream, I believe that is the case. I think we have full hearts with everyone that we have current access to, except Kent. Okay, yeah, Kent we were missing because obviously he didn't show up until year 2. But we'll get him once we get around to his birthday. Otherwise, we're good. Sandy, I'm so sorry. She's just as confused as we are. It's like, why haven't you visited me yet? It's been how long since you opened the bus? It's been like literally like, I think it's actually today, because like winter's 2nd of year 1 was the first time we would have been able to take the bus. So it's officially the 2-year anniversary of our strike against the bus incorporation, run by Joja. Not actually run by Joja. I guess it's, I don't know who the bus corporation is run by, the Junimos in this case. Just Pam Incorporated. I don't know. Sandy stuck in the sand. I feel so bad. I feel bad for her, like, in just, like, a normal Stardew Valley playthrough, because, like, she's so out of the way, and I always wish there was a way to get her to, like, move to the valley. That would be super fun. Have a good one there, Amelia. Thanks for dropping in. Strike against Pam. I bear no ill will towards Pam. I know she'd be more than happy to take my ticket if she, if I ever broke down and decided to do that, but sorry to say it's never gonna happen. Anniversary's kind of sad for Sandy. A sad anniversary, you might say. Sandiversary? Sand, I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Emily visits Sandy? Not that often though, right? Like I only see her go to the desert like once a year or something, like on Sandy's birthday. I'm sure they write letters and stuff, but definitely not the same. Sandy living that quarantine lifestyle, unfortunately. We're all too familiar with how that can be nowadays. After perfection, you should buy a bus ticket. It's not really on my list. I don't know if that's at that grandiose of a purchase. But after perfection, there are definitely some purchases we'll be making. Once we hit perfection, I'm gonna probably, I'll make a copy of like the moment that we have perfection, so that I just have like a file that has the end of the challenge. And then we'll do, like, extended universe stuff. Whatever that turns out to be at the end of it. Visits on her birthday only? Yeah, that's what I thought. We have so many mixed seeds. We should start making more fiber seeds at some point, but I don't really need the fiber for right now. These poor charcoal kilns, they're being worked to the bone, I'll tell you what. Lucky bow, yeah, that's one of the big purchases. The bouquet and stuff, obviously, for Haley. That's gonna be probably #1 on the list, honestly. Or do I want to get the lucky bow first so that I can like give the bouquet to Haley when we're looking our best in our fresh lucky bow? Might be the way to do it. These are the important decisions that weigh on my brain. Not like, oh, how am I gonna get all the golden walnuts on Ginger Islands? Like that I need to unlock the farmhouse. I should probably do some practice runs of that at some point. Nah, that I don't fret about that. And like I'll cross that bridge when I come to it, when it becomes an actual real concern. But like thinking about Haley gets me feeling a certain type of way. We'll go to the desert with warp totems only. We won't need warp totems. We'll have to craft a warp totem for the crafting component of perfection at some point. But the only way we're getting to the desert is via the desert obelisk. which we will be able to make pretty much as soon as we get the cactus fruit. Because the cactus fruit will allow us to unlock or finish up the community center, which unlocks the obelisks. We'll have the materials. Well, we don't have the materials to make it until we do Ginger Island stuff, so never mind. There is definitely some progress to be made in that sense. 3 million? You guys are right. We are officially at 3 million. We passed 3 million total earnings last stream, just the very tail end of last stream. But now we have 3 million actually on us, which is mind-boggling. But I mean, at the same time, it's Frugal Farm. You gotta expect it. We're not spending most of that money on anything, so it's just kind of save it up. You know, let's hold on to this catfish. They're kind of rare to come by, and sometimes people want one. Thank you, Linus. Thank you for saving me having to go fishing for one of those at some point. Welcome, Calvin. Happy to see you at the stream. Can you see the achievements that I have? Sure. We'll go through our little collections here real quick. This is our shipping tab right now. I'm not super focused on this. There's the cactus fruit, I'm pretty sure. But we've got this more or less on lock here. Poppy. We could probably ship a poppy, actually. Poppy. There's the poppy seeds. I know there's poppies in here, I believe. There's a single poppy. Because we're gonna need to ship one. So maybe I should just, like, grow another poppy. Maybe that's what I'll do with this garden pot. We kind of been leaving it as a sunflower for a while. Might as well grow an extra poppy. So we can just ship it. Sorry, I got sidetracked here. I'll go back to the collections in a second and show off the achievements and everything. I just want to make sure that I'm covering my bases here. I know I've got, like, all the seeds and everything I need. At least I'm pretty sure. Anyway. Yeah, so that's all that. We'll deal with all this shipping at some point or another. We have plans for everything. I've gone through it all, don't worry. You are in safe hands. Fishing is, it's pretty much all exclusively either desert fish, Ginger Island fish, or legendary fish. Plus the slime jack somewhere in here and void salmon, and that's just like fish from areas that we can't access yet, basically. Artifacts, we got desert artifacts. This one, I think, is available on like the mountain road, maybe north of us. So I might have to do some of that. This is from fishing treasure chests, also from artifact spots, I think. These two are artifact spots. That's an artifact spot. But it's not so bad. These ones are going to be from geodes, all I'm pretty sure. Like Omni geodes and Magma geodes, potentially. Cooking, I mean, we've done a little bit of cooking, but we have pretty much all the recipes. Missing Tom Kha soup from Sandy, and then a bunch of Ginger Island stuff. There's our achievements right now. Hit 1 million. We're waiting on the complete collection. Waiting on cook 10 different recipes. We'll get there easily enough. Craft every item, obviously. Catch every fish. Ship 15 of every crop. Not sure I'm going to do that, because it's not a requirement for perfection, but it would be kind of a glaring omission. So we might end up doing that if we feel a little feisty later on. And that was everything, right? And it's just like mail and stuff, yeah. Ooh, I didn't realize we're still missing a secret note. Secret note number 10? What the heck is that one? I'm curious now. We haven't been to like going specifically looking for them, but I usually just find them like by happenstance. We're going to need 10 coconuts and 10 cactus fruit to get the desert obelisk? Yes, that is the case. The 10 coconuts shouldn't be that hard to come by, based on the things I know about how you just shake trees on Ginger Island, and they're not, like, super uncommon, I'm pretty sure. And the cactus fruit, obviously, once we get one, we can seed maker it and grow as many as we need to. So we'll be fine. It's just going to take a while to get there. For sure, for sure. Do I have a cave carrot to ship? I think I do. I could probably ship a cave carrot. But I'm probably gonna I'm probably towards the end of the challenge gonna go through and be like, all right, what do I have to ship? What do I have to ship? So maybe I'll wait maybe I could just like do that as I'm going here. Like I could go through some of this and just like ship what I'm able to, so that we kind of have a better idea here. Let's see. I'll ship some stuff. Let's see. Let's ship a cave carrot. What else we got? That's like coconut, cactus fruit, banana. This is sap, I'm pretty sure. We got lots of that to spare. That's a white egg. That's a large brown egg. These are milk. Green bean. Green bean, green bean. I can ship one of these, yeah, for sure. Might as well ship that one so we free up a spot of inventory here. Don't know what that... Is that a... Must be like a spring crop, right? What is that? I couldn't tell you. This one's like a rhubarb. This one's rhubarb and kale. Garlic? Is that garlic? These three would all be from seeds in Ginger Island. I think that's exclamation point treasure. It is garlic. Okay, thank you, thank you. Let's see. Then this is... That's a tomato and a morel, I think. Morel we're not going to be able to get until we get into... What's its name? There's tomato. Into the secret woods. Let's see, that's tomato. This one is fiddlehead fern, I think. This one is a hot pepper and wheat. We got a single piece of wheat here, but I'm pretty sure we can get more of that from mixed seeds. Am I correct? It would be in this chest otherwise. Yeah, we got these from mixed seeds before because we did the whole fodder bundle with that, so that's no big deal. Boop, 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 boop. Get a little shipping done today. It's not a bad idea, honestly. It's a good idea to check this stuff off the list. This one, that's a circle. What is this? Is that a red cabbage? I'm gonna say that's red cabbage, and we can't do that. This one is... well, that's a yam right there. That's a chanterelle. This one's... Bloob? No, that's a blueberry right there. We've shipped more than our fair share of blueberries, as I'm sure you can see. May I please have that pretty rock that you don't need? Look, I need it. I don't necessarily want it. That's bok choy. Bok choy. I think is bok choy in our... Yeah, it is one of our treasure seeds. It's from our exclamation point treasure. So we can't do that. Yam. Yam. Did I not keep like a yam seed somewhere? I do have yam seeds, so I can plant some yam in the garden pot eventually. But I can't ship one right away. This one is is that a Remoraid from Pokemon? This one's an onion. I'm so bad at this. This one's artichoke. I'm pretty sure. Don't I have artichokes? I do have an artichoke. Cranberry. Cranberry's another one of the seeds that we need from the thing. From the Skull Cavern. Okay. This one's a beet. Beet we need from... Where do we get beets? Is that also treasure room? The treasure room was what? There's 5 of them. There's garlic, kale, rhubarb, beet, cranberry, bok choy. No, that's too many. Where do I get beets from? Beet from Sandy? I mean, you buy them from Sandy, sure, but like you can get them. So beet is from. So what did I miscount then? Beet, cranberry, bok choy, garlic, and kale. Rhubarb. Rhubarb must be some other way then. Is rhubarb a mixed seed on Ginger Island? I think that's what it is. I think a rhubarb is a mixed seed on Ginger Island is how we get that one. That sounds familiar. Either way, I'm sure I've covered it in my notes at some point, so I'm not going to worry about it right now. Hops, we got plenty of those. I think I've already put them all away for today, but we can ship one tomorrow if need be. Okay. Rhubarb mixed seeds on Ginger Island? Okay. Got that covered then. This one, don't know. We're getting into some other stuff that I might not know. This is preserves jar, or like this is like no, that's not preserves jar. We got pickles and jelly here already. What is this? This one's duck mayonnaise, I think. This is like mayonnaise and duck mayonnaise, maybe? No, this one's mayonnaise. This one's duck mayonnaise. This one's dinosaur. Wait, didn't we ship dinosaur mayonnaise? Yeah, we got dinosaur mayonnaise shipped. What is this one? Void mayonnaise. Void mayonnaise. Okay. The bars. We can ship all the bars. We might not have one of every bar because we've been using a lot of our resources. But let's have a look here. We can ship gold, iridium, and iron. We can't ship a copper bar, hilariously enough, but we'll get there. Okay, this is juice. So we could just like make a keg or put like we can make juice at some point. That's fine. I'm not worried about it. Poppy. We got under control. These are these the ores? Do you have to ship the ores separately? I didn't. If you do have to ship the ores, I didn't even realize that, to be honest with you. That's what they look like, though. That's definitely iron ore. Yeah. Okay. Boop, 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 boop. Welcome to my shipping stream. I hope you're having fun. Not the kind of shipping you're thinking of, probably. If you're into fandoms at all. Alright. Next page. Oh boy. There's iridium ore. This is this just wood? Wood and stone? Is that what those are? I mean, look, that's easy. Okay. A single piece of wood and a single piece of stone. We're all right. Let's see here. That is that a sweet gem berry? Is that what that is? That's what it looks like. I think so. This is a sunflower, I'm pretty sure. Which we have sunflowers now. You know, might as well sell a higher quality sunflower. Get all the money we can. Nothing if not frugal at the end of the day. That is sweet gemberry, okay. This is cheese. We'll get that from the desert trader. This is cloth. We have cloth. Send it. This is a truffle, which we have to buy from the traveling cart. Truffle oil we get from deconstructing. Is this a coffee bean? That looks like a coffee bean. This is large goat milk. I'm going to assume that that's a coffee bean. Did he need to keep the artichoke? I don't think so. Yeah, we got an artichoke here. We're fine. Even if it was limited, I'm pretty sure it's a mixed seed one. But we have even if it's not, we can seed maker that one. All right, coffee bean. Coffee bean is there. Large goat milk, duck feather. These are both traveling cart. This is caviar, I think. So that's sturgeon roe. We'll do that eventually. Rabbit's foot's a monster drop. Ancient fruit. We can go grab an ancient fruit. You've been hoarding all the coffee forever. I mean, yeah. Like, why would I sell the coffee beans when I can make it into straight coffee and like triple shot espressos, right? Which makes more sense. I wouldn't have sold a coffee bean up until this point. That's a tulip and an apple. This is like all the different fruit. We just haven't shipped any of the fruit yet. So let's go grab some of that. We have an apricot, so we don't have to worry about that. Oh, grab this as well. What the heck? Kent, have you been visiting my farm? Let's just grab this and a little apricot. Do a little trip on over here. Let's not forget we haven't done our garbage run today, by the way. That's very important information. Put those away. The tulip was one we were looking for. Tulip. We have a tulip bulb. Do we not actually have an actual tulip to ship? We might not, actually. I don't know why it would be in here. I don't think you can cook anything with it. Am I a fool that we don't have a tulip? Tulip. Yeah, it wouldn't be in here. Okay, so we'll have to grow this tulip bulb at some point. I could have sworn I saw a tulip around somewhere. Wallagug knows. You talking trash? Wallagug, hey. No, I didn't say anything about you. We're in the middle of I was not talking trash, I say, as my cursor covers over a garbage hat. It's all good. You know, while Wallagug's here, just hit him with exclamation point Haley as much as possible. As many Haley quotes, I know they're his favorite, so anyway, back to the shipping grind. Why are you holding onto the pale ale? Good question. I might as well just free up a spot. We'll do that in our next shipping adventure here. Let's see. Where were we? This is apple, apricot, mango? I don't know, these are all the fruits. That's an orange, I'm pretty sure, actually, now that I'm really thinking about it. Okay, so we got orange, we'll do that. Peach, and we'll ship all this. Going in, all this. Okay, I also don't need the watering can. I don't need the wood either, really, now I'm thinking about it, but it's just this part of my default inventory right now. It's about the reaction I expected from you all ago. Yeah. What's happening to me, Haley says. I've got nothing to say to you. I love that Haley. That's the Haley quote we get when Wallagug's here. Our Haley is the Haley that we have in the stream. That's part of the integrated Nightbot is becoming sentient. I swear. She has perfect timing on quotes sometimes. All right, let's grab all this. I think those are all the fruit, right? Because we got peach. This is pomegranate, cherry. What's this one? This is hardwood here. What's this? These are the different syrups. I can do that while I wait on chat to tell me what that mystery one is. Go ahead and grab a hardwood. And these two syrups, I believe. That's bug meat. Easy enough, easy enough. We got our bases covered. Thank you, chat. We got room for 2 more here. 2 more in the shipping wars. That's void essence. And this is... Don't tell me. Don't tell me. What are you? What are you? What looks like that? That's so, like, long and pronounced. That's a battery. I looked at chat. I spoiled it. Alright, void essence and battery. Thank you, thank you. Bang, bang, bam. Bam, 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 bam. Like we're in the Flintstones. Bam, 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 bam. This one is row. And this is squid ink. That's a tea leaf. Oh, did I not save any tea leaves? Did I make them all into tea? We might have to grow more, we might have to cultivate more tea. That's fine, though. Okay. So row. Yoink. I said yoink. Hit me with that. Did you ship a coal? I'll find out in a second. Squid ink. We do have a single squid ink, and we can get more, so I'm not too fretting about this. That's tea leaf. This is that a taro something? No, this one's taro root. This is pine. This gets into Ginger Island stuff. I'm pretty sure. Taro root, pineapple, mango. What's this one? Ginger. Okay, so that's also Ginger Island. Then we got, I think this is like magma or like fire crystal, magma cap, iridium, no, radioactive or radioactive bar. So that's all Ginger Island stuff. So for right now, it's just the row and the squid ink and the battery. And yeah, okay, so I think that's everything that we have at our disposal right now. We'll need to grow some stuff. We need to grow like a tulip and a, you know what, maybe I should do that. What do we need to make more garden pots here? I can cover that. I can cover those bases. 10 stone, clay, refined quartz. Let's get that on the go. Just so we might, while we're in this shipping mindset, we might as well go all out here. So I think I need 2 of these. Actually, can you grow a... You can grow a tea sapling. You forgot the coal. I mean, I'll ship a piece of coal. I don't have any problems with that. There we go. Because we need what? We got tulip bulb, yam. Those are the two I need to grow. And can you grow a tea sapling in a garden pot? Yes, you can, because I remember seeing Wickety Chickadee do that in one of her videos. So let's do that. I could just grow it out here, I guess, but that's not it's fine. All right, so we'll do that. How do you make a tea sapling again? We need the seeds. I might be a fool and didn't save any such seeds. But we got this. Okay, hold on a second. Let me put all this stuff away. I do this, and there's like grapes over here. No grapes. Confirmed, no grapes. No maidens. We might not be able to craft any of these wild seeds. I don't think we can. So we're not going to worry about the tea sapling just yet. We'll figure that out in due time. Actually, we could probably do with winter seeds. What do we need to craft winter seeds? Because we can it's winter, obviously. We can do that. Winter seeds. Winter root, crystal fruit, snow yam, and crocus. Easy enough. Because we got winter roots in here, I believe. Yeah, winter roots. So I think so. We need the snow yam, crocus, and the other one. I already forgot. Short-term memory loss. Crystal fruit. Let's take care of business here. Let's pop these down. Maybe not the most. We'll do double flanks here. I'm gonna go grab these two. We'll save one of these for our tea sapling. We'll use these two for a yam and a tulip. Grab the watering pot. You have winter seeds already in the yellow chest? People are saying to look in the yellow chest. Am I just that blind? Give me 1 second. I will indulge you in but a moment. Yeah, I just see everyone in chat saying yellow, yellow, yellow. Oh, look at that. Well, okay. We're in business. We're officially in business. Thank you, chat. This is why I keep you around. All right. That's a tea sapling right there. Easy enough. I could even make more tea saplings, but I'm not going to... I don't want to overindulge, you know? I don't want to spoil myself. One tea sapling is more than enough for me right now. But it probably would be a good idea to do some of these in garden pots, right? And you don't have to water this, do you? You don't. Okay. Might as well refill while I'm in here. Glug, glug, glug. Walla glug. Okay. You can also seed maker the winter root. That's fair. That's a good point for the winter seeds. Okay. I think we're good. I think we're good for shipping right now. We'll find out in a second. It's going to be quite the treasure trove of oddities and entities when we do our when we get to the end of today. That's for dang sure. Just got to the stream. What did you miss? We mostly been doing garbage runs, but we did stop to do a full shipment of everything that we can at the moment, just to cover as many bases as possible, so we don't have to worry about doing it all in one fell swoop later. Might as well do it progressively if we can. Oh, Emily, hello. Just wait for her to walk away. Good enough. Okay. You're literally crying? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We got our garbage run intact here. We're not forgetting anything. I'm sure if I had done anything extremely foolhardy, chat would have yelled at me. for a while, like when they just kept yelling yellow over and over again. It's what I need sometimes. It's what every streamer needs, is someone to just be like the little devil and angel on their shoulder. Although I guess that's more like conscience, that's not like memory. You're the little bookkeeper on my shoulder. Sell coconut? I could sell the coconut, that's true. Like, part of me is like, just keep it because it's valuable and rare. I kind of want to keep it just as like an idol right now. You know, like, just something to like frame for right now. We'll eventually have access to all the coconuts we're ever going to need. But for right now, this is a very special one that we got from garbage cans. And I kind of have a little... I'm very sentimental at the end of the day. And I have a weird attachment to this coconut, so... We're gonna just leave it. We'll get one shipped eventually, don't worry about it. Is that... Okay. Grab these. 5:10 p.m. That shipment took a while. I mean, sorting through all those chests, I guess, takes a lot out of you, huh? Alright. Off to sleep we go, correct? Let's have a look. Let's see just how, how much we get for all these weird odds and tidbits. You can put it on a sign if you want to make a shrine of it. You know what, Leap? I see you in here. Why don't we... that might be a good idea. It's technically more valuable to us right now. It's rarer and more valuable than the prismatic shard. It might be time to swap out the sign. The sign of the shrine. Alright. Look at all this nonsense. 2 gold for sap. That's 2 gold too many, if you ask me. Crazy, crazy stuff. Squirrel it away for winter. Alright, let's have a look at our fancy shipping tab now. Look at this thing. It kind of looks the same, I'm not gonna lie. Hold on. Oh, Hops is... Okay, Hops didn't update. For some reason I thought Hops would update, but we didn't ship a Hop yesterday. We'll ship one today. But we got a lot of this taken care of. This is where we made most of our money, as far as as far as what we had to do. So let's go over this real quick. I know we just went over it when we were going through the shipping, but we'll go over why none of these are shipped right now. Just so everyone's on the same page until someone new shows up and they're like, can you show me your shipment tab? And then it'll be like, exclamation point FAQ. So we got coconut and cactus fruit and banana. That is a banana, right? I mean, I have to hope so. So desert, Ginger Island. The eggs are traveling cart. So is the milk. Well, this one milk is sandy. The other one is the traveling cart. Garlic, kale, rhubarb. Garlic and kale are treasure room seeds from Skull Caverns. Rhubarb is mixed seeds on Ginger Island. Morel and fiddlehead fern are from the secret woods, which we can't access yet. But we will be able to eventually. Red cabbage seeds drop from monsters at the Skull Caverns. This one. I forget. Chat, you'll have to remind me. Yam, we're working on it. Chanterelle, and is another... Where do you get Chanterelle? Is that also Secret Woods, I guess? Cranberries is a treasure room seed. So is this one. Bok choy. That one's bok choy, by the way. Thank you. Beet is also treasure room seed. Artichoke. Didn't we ship an artichoke? Or am I crazy? Wait, that's the artichoke. What is this then? I think I thought that was an artichoke. Ostrich egg. Okay, yeah. Good call. So ostrich egg is Ginger Island. Hop will ship today. This one is... Void egg? Void egg, maybe? Which we cannot get until we get our void salmon fish pond. Yeah, that is void egg. Okay, mayonnaise is when we get ostrich egg, so we'll be able to make lots of mayonnaise. Duck mayonnaise, we need to wait on our second duck egg. We already shipped our first duck egg, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there's our first duck egg shipped. Void mayonnaise, same deal as void egg. Copper bar, we just don't have right now. Juice, we just don't have. We can make. Poppy, we're working on it. Sweet gemberry. Cheese. So sweet gemberry will grow from the rare seed in year 13 eventually. Cheese is from the Desert Trader. Truffle. Traveling cart. Truffle oil. Deconstruct a rain totem. Large goat milk. Traveling cart. Duck feather. Traveling cart. Caviar. Sturgeon roe eventually. Rabbit's foot. Monster drop. Tulip. Working on it. Tea leaves. Working on it. Then the rest is Ginger Island stuff. All Ginger Island all the time. So, I think we are officially up to date. Everyone's up to date on the lore. I hope you all were taking notes on that, by the way, because I'm not going to show you that shipment screen again for a long time to come, and there will be a test. So I hope you all had your notebooks open. It will not be an open book test. I'm not that kind of professor. I'm hard-nosed to the bone. So prepare. Be prepared. Poppy flower in the fridge. We're saving that for cooking, but we're gonna... I mean, we technically have access to unlimited poppies, so it doesn't really matter. I don't know why I got this, by the way. We'll just send it. But for peace of mind right now, I'll leave the one in the fridge for what I left it there for in the first place, to cook the poppy seed muffin eventually. Good job, Tim Beeb. Good being a mascot. Keep doing what you do best. For future reference, you can fish Void Mayonnaise from the Witch's Swamp when the Goblin Problem Quest is active. That is very true, yes. We'll be able to get Void Mayonnaise regardless, because we'll have access to Void Eggs from Void Salmon fish ponds. But that is probably the better way to get it, is just not complete that quest until we have all the Void Mayonnaise that we're going to need, which is like, what, 2? Need one for cooking and one for... Or do you need one for cooking, or do you just need like a Void Egg for cooking? No, I think you need the Void Mayonnaise for, make a strange bun, right? That sounds correct in my brain. Corn juice? Save a hop? I'm a fool. It's alright. It's not like we have no access to hops. We'll be fine. I will make a corn juice at some point as well. We'll do that tomorrow. Try to remind me tomorrow before I get to the greenhouse so that I can actually have actionable advice on that. And then we'll be able to do our juice. We'll be able to ship our hops. Just in a shipping frenzy today. Maybe we can even ship a cactus fruit if we get lucky. If we get lucky. Ooh. Time is it? We're about halfway through the stream right now. If I power through, if I really focus down, we might be able to get to the Feast of the Winter Star this stream, and then we have a chance at eggs as well. I'm feeling it. I'm kind of feeling like I just want to go gung-ho on that and just focus. So now that we've done our big, like, we always have something else that we focus on in these streams, like some sort of side goal. And that shipment section that you just witnessed, that was, I guess, the side goal for this stream. Now we can just power through here, hopefully. You need 2 for cooking. Unless we already made coleslaw and fish taco. 2 what now? What do we need for coleslaw and fish taco? Fish taco, red cabbage. Oh, we're talking red cabbage. Okay. Well, red cabbage is easy enough because you get red cabbage seeds from serpents, right? They drop from serpents. That one I'm not worried about in the slightest. It might be a rare drop, but like, who cares? It's not as rare as a cactus fruit, put it that way. Off to bed. Alright, let's not forget about the corn juice and hops plan. Operation Corn Hops. Spring break just started and you're happy? I feel for you. Usually that's what you say when like someone's going through a rough time. It's like, oh, I feel for you. But in this case, it's like I have good feelings for you. I was never much of like a spring break person. Like I enjoyed the time off during spring break, don't get me wrong, but I never like did anything for it. I was never like going to the beach, ripping my shirt off and going like, spring break, woo! Woo! Yeah, baby! That's what I'm talking about. That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about. Woo! Turn it 90-degree angle to the dog. Woo! Anyone know what I'm talking about? Sorry if I, with my hurt your ears with my woos, that probably didn't sound very good through the through the microphone now that I'm thinking about it. You sound just like Charlie, OMG. I don't think I'm very good at impressions. I think you're flattering me. Why do you sound just like him? I mean, I was trying to an extent. Maybe that's my calling in life, is that I sound strangely like Moist Critical. that was spot on. Everyone's saying it. The Moistverse expands ever more. By the way, I should probably have a disclaimer here. Moist Critical, very much not in the PG-13 bracket of that I usually cater my streams towards. So if you're not familiar with his content, you have been warned. Okay, so keep one of these hops. Eat hops? No. We'll keep that one. Actually, you know what? We'll keep one of these last ones, and we'll do it like this. I don't know why we'll do it like this. I just feel like this is the better way to do it for some reason. Let's go ahead and pop these in here. We'll might as well sell a gold one. And boom. And then grab a corn here. Make some corn juice, because that's everyone's favorite type of juice, I'm sure. Corn juice and hops. I appreciate it, Gail. Thank you. You'll need to say it once, I promise. Keep the spam to a minimum, please. Ooh, that's a little stealth watering past Tim Beeb's tail. I didn't want to disturb him. American soda is corn juice. Yeah, I mean, I guess corn syrup. Yeah. You know what? You make a valid argument there. Although I wouldn't classify a syrup as juice. Like, is syrup a liquid? I guess it's just a very viscous liquid. Yeah. It's definitely not a solid, and it's not like a plasma or a gas. So, I mean, what does that leave us with? We're not about to reclassify syrup as its own type of matter, I'm pretty sure. Already have one of those. Thank you for the exclamation point cart, Skyroar. Appreciate it. Alright, what do we got here? Nondescript brand jelly. My favorite. No name jelly. Nothing doing. Moonshine is more corn juice than syrup. You're probably right, yeah. That's probably more accurate. I mean, it's more liquid, that's for sure. How and when will we get to the secret woods? We will enchant our axe at the forge on Ginger Island with a powerful enchantment, and that will allow us access to the secret woods via breaking that log. So not until after that point we'll be able to access the secret woods. I did just remember, by the way, we probably won't be able to get to Beast of the Winter Star this stream because we have to go through Night Market, and for that we have to wait until 5 p.m. like 3 days in a row. So that's gonna be a bit of a time sink, unfortunately, but I'll do my best. What state of matter is ketchup, though? I would say ketchup's probably a liquid, right? It flows like a liquid sometimes. Syrup is classified as plasma mammatus. Just fun in gaming, just fun in David Gaming. I think you're messing with me. I don't think that's a real word. But you said it with such sincerity that I have to believe you. Lava is a syrup? That's an interesting question. Is magma a syrup? Questions that everyone else is too afraid to ask. We're taking on these hardball topics here in the Price of Perfection. I would say lava is not a syrup. I'd say lava is a... You know, maybe it is a syrup. Why couldn't it be? Why not us? Can you get the mushrooms from the mushroom cave that the scientist dude is trapped on Ginger Island? Yes, I believe that is also a thing. I always forget about that, because like I said, I don't have much experience with Ginger Island, but that is, there is a mushroom cave on Ginger Island, so we'll be able to deal with mushrooms then too. Okay. Go to sleep for the night? I believe so. Exclamation point, more trash, by the way. I don't know if we got any mods in here, but if not, I'll take care of it tomorrow. Ketchup is a vegetable. I mean, a vegetable is not a state of matter. That much I can tell you with a pretty high degree of certainty. I think pretty much all vegetables are solids, at least in their, like, raw form. Thank you, Decay. Thank you. I didn't mean to pick the row. I just wanted my rod. But you know what? Nice. Nothing quite beats sea cucumber row at 6 a.m. Right? Yummy. Oh, I'm so sorry, Chloe. That cannot have been fun. Yeah, but she probably likes it. She's got a very diverse palate. Oh my gosh. About to have another 200,000 gold day. We're getting pretty close to our Iridium ones being done here too within like the next week or so. I think it was winter 18th that we anticipated them being done, which is like the very end of the night market. That'll be a really big payday. I haven't done the math on how much that is, and I don't want anyone in chat to either, because I want to be flabbergasted by the number when it happens. I want to have my socks literally blown off, which would be quite an accomplishment considering I'm not wearing socks right now. How many of you typically wear socks around the house? And follow-up question, how many of you wear shoes around the house? I feel like wearing socks around the house is pretty common. I do it fairly frequently, not all the time, but it's like probably more often than not, honestly. I'm just not wearing them right now because it was kind of warm in here today. I feel like wearing shoes around the house is... I don't want to say it's like crazy. I think it's honestly a cultural difference from what I know. Like, I think there are some cultures where that's very common, and then, like, in the culture that I grew up with, very much not common. No shoes. I have to wear shoes where I live. The place is gross. You know what? I respect it, Calvin. I respect your dedication to sanitary feet. The only place you don't wear shoes is your room and the shower. Okay, so you actually, like, take your shoes off, or put your shoes on when you leave your bedroom. And, okay, that's interesting. I've never thought of that take, that you'd, like, have dedicated rooms where you're allowed to take them off or whatever, but that could make sense, I suppose. Why are you growing flowers? I should put that in the FAQ at some point, because that's getting asked quite a lot. Understandably so. These flowers, the blue jazzes, are for lucky lunches. When we eventually get to the point where we're gonna need them for Skull Cavern dives, because we want as much luck as we can get when we go to that. Okay, we have enough jazz seeds to actually refill, so we don't even need to worry about any of this right now. To replant, I should say. Refill the ground. There we go. I guess I might as well, because I might as well just pop some of these in the seed makers. That way, next time I come back for them, they'll be ready to go. I also have to, I didn't even realize I didn't refill the kegs here. For some reason, I thought I would be able to go harvest all my ancient fruit down south there. Then I realized they all frickin' died. Can I get some 07s in chat for my ancient fruit plants that were outside? 07s, we send a salute off to thee. You just made the best thing ever. You sound so excited about it. I mean, I appreciate the enthusiasm. You made bear-shaped bread. That is pretty fantastic. I'm not gonna lie. I think bear-shaped anything is underrated, for sure. Bears have a great shape to them. Bears in general are just so cool. You typically do spicy eel. Spicy eel is like one of the meta picks for Skull Cavern dives for sure, because it gives you what, +1 luck and also like +1 speed. That's definitely a good way to go about it. Thank you for the kind salutes to our fallen brethren in the forms of ancient fruit. We will not forget their sacrifice. There we go. Bears are so cute. I love them. They are so like for such like ferocious, like how ferocious they can be at times. I think they're honestly like they have the greatest like cuteness to ferocity coefficient or ratio, I guess, of just about any animal in the world. Especially like when you get into the realm of panda bears. There's just no contest at that point. They'll kill you dead, but they're also like you look at them and there's a reason that Kung Fu Panda is a movie and everyone's like, oh Po, my precious son. Today's the day. You feel it? I hope so, Mossy Golem. I hope so. Well, Pierre's certainly feeling it. He's got a craving for cactus fruit. Pierre, get on frickin' board. Oh my god. Get in line, pal. I'm not about to go... If I get a cactus fruit... You know, Clint asked for it that one day. That I would have considered. Pierre, with all the soliciting he does to me, and how he's always talking to me like, hey, come buy more seeds, you nitwit. You sussy Chloe. I don't think so, Pierre. There's not a chance in hell you're getting my cactus fruit. Have a good night, Karita. Thanks for dropping in. Sleep well. Pandas don't hold a straw to my drop bears. I don't know if I'm familiar with drop bears, Calvin. I feel like I've heard about them before, but I don't like have a mental picture of what they're like. Can't Pierre import his own products? You're so right. If anyone should be able to, it's the frickin' business owner in town. The grocery store owner. They probably have them for sale at Joja Mart, and Pierre's just too prideful to go shopping there. Oh, we didn't water Tim Beeb's bowl today. What blasphemousness. Also known as blasphemy. Okay. And off to bed we go. Gonna take a quick drink here, just, you know, replenish myself. I'll pause, I'll mute the microphone so you don't have to hear my nasty slurping. 1 second. All right. People are just talking about drop bears. I'm out of the loop in the drop bear mythos. Cute to deadly ratio they possess is second to none. What other animals other than bears have a good cute to deadliness ratio? I think the one that comes to mind first for me is maybe like orcas. Orcas are pretty cute, but they're also pretty nasty from what I understand. Wolves are good. Wolves have that they have that dog. They have the dog coefficient, the canine coefficient, going for them for sure. Palace cats? I don't know how deadly a palace cat is, but I'll believe you if you tell me. Oh, the freaking ice festival! Totally forgot about that. We'll go smoke that fishing contest. No worries, no worries. Any big cats? That's accurate. Yeah, like tigers and lions and stuff. I don't know if they're quite the same. If they have quite the same cuteness factor. Some of them do. Like if you're telling me like a baby tiger or something, definitely very cute. But I think on average, an adult bear is probably cuter than an adult lion or an adult tiger. I think an adult lion or tiger I would describe less as cute and more as like beautiful or majestic. Cute would not be the first word I would go for most of the time. Cheetahs purr, that is very cute. I cannot deny that cuteness for sure. Eel? I see eel and like crocodile. I don't know if I wouldn't call a crocodile cute, personally. Nothing against crocodiles. They don't fit the standard definition of cuteness as far as I'm concerned, though. I really like crocodiles. I think they're cool. I definitely think they have a good coolness to I'm gonna frick you up ratio, which is the scientific term, I'm pretty sure. And single hop for the road. Cheetahs can't roar like other big tigers? Really? Geese? Geese probably, you know what? I think that's a good sleeper pick for sure, MC. I think that's I think they got a little cuteness going on for sure, and they're definitely deadly in the right circumstances, or wrong circumstances as it were. I didn't even drink any espresso today. I did all that without like having my my boost. I'm sorry, Chloe. Didn't mean to put you on edge like that. Ooh, supply crate out there as well. It's our lucky day. We've been getting a lot of these actually over the past couple days here. I don't know if they're more frequent once you get all the house upgrades, or if it's just that they contain different things. Either way, we are missing out on... we're still missing out on some sugar that we need, so... Wild dolphins can be very deadly. I've heard that too. Yeah, I've heard that they can really mess someone up if you're not careful. This looks like a thing over here. Oh, I thought it might have been a supply crate, but it's just a nautilus shell. I'm sure Argon knows all about the horrors of geese. There is some deep Argon Matrix lore with geese, where I hooked one on a fishing line one time. Not my greatest moment. I was very upset about it. Alright. Thank you for the cart reminder there, Jason, for the exclamation point cart. What do we got here? Nothing important. Not even the least. $700 for bait. I'll take water, thanks. And lived? Yeah, that's about right. You fished a goose? It wasn't on purpose, okay? Some of you have not religiously watched all of the Prize of Perfection streams multiple times in a row and committed everything to memory, and it shows. I'm just saying. Just saying. Yeah, I was on a fishing trip one time, and there was a goose across the pond, and like the wind or something carried my like line when I cast it out, and it hooked the goose, and it was freaking out, and I was crying, and the goose was it eventually broke free of the line and just like flew away. Thankfully, it didn't fly like closer towards me, and I could have I definitely could have met my end at that point if that goose had been a little more sassy. Thankfully, it felt merciful that day. Haley fits into the cute but deadly? It depends on your definition of deadly, I suppose. She does have a pretty deadly tongue. I'm gonna... Let me backpedal. Let's keep... This is a PG-13 stream. Hold on. She has, like, a pretty deadly vocabulary. Like, she'll strike you down with her words. That's what I meant with the tongue thing. Don't misconstrue it. Don't get it twisted. Okay? Okay, can we all be on the same page? Oh, I legitimately didn't even, like, think of anything that way until I said it. Anytime you say the word tongue, I'm sorry, it's like all bets are off at that point. As far as chat is concerned, a lot of the time. Oh man, that's a stream clip waiting to happen already. Little Freudian slip or something, who knows? Let's chill. Let's keep it relaxed. Okay. Off to bed with us. Thank you for the more trash, by the way, Decay. Appreciate it. And then the quote that Haley comes in. She says, "Did you want something?" Did you? No, we're good, Haley. We're just talking about your lovely, you know, impactful vocabulary. Very sharp, very, very witty, as they say. Yeah, witty. That's one way to put it, right? Anyway, I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm gonna go to sleep. The entire point of the internet is misconstruing statements. House Blaster, I mean, you're not entirely wrong. You are not entirely wrong. There's a reason that those, like, out-of-context videos, that'll be like, oh, here's a Phineas and Ferb out of context, are just, like, so popular. I have kind of a beef with those out-of-context videos, though. I just want to say it now. I've watched, like, a decent number of, like clips from shows that are, like, out of context and they're, like, supposed to be funny. But I think, honestly, like, most of them get it, like, wrong. Like, it's not that the context isn't there, it's just that, like, the humor of that quote is that the context is, like, ridiculous to begin with. And there's a clear difference there, where, like, having the context taken away can make something funny for sure. There are some good videos of that out there. But by and large, I would say most of them are just like, this is just a funny quote, regardless of whether you know the context or not, because it's, like, pretty, like, random, or, like, you wouldn't expect it or whatever. And I don't know, like, I like the videos all the same, but it grinds my gears a little bit. Do you need something, Haley says. Why do you... Haley. Did you want something? Do you need something? She's poking the bear. I digress. Let's just get our pale ale and be out of here. We got a festival to attend today. A little festival of ice. We can talk to Haley in the flesh there. She'll actually, like, be in vivo, you know? Well, as in vivo as a character in a video game can be, I suppose. We've been hunting this cactus fruit for so long. I'm almost feeling like there should be, like, some sort of repercussions for, like, every year that goes by. There should be, like, some sort of, I don't know, almost a punishment for me for not getting the cactus fruit yet. Obviously, I don't have any control over that, but I think it would just be kind of funny. I'll cosplay a cactus fruit. That'd be fun. You missed the hops? I will go back and look for sure. Well, I don't know. I don't know if I will. I can't fully commit to that. Try to remember though. Perry, the teenage girl. Platypus. That's a good quote. Phineas and Ferb does have some good out-of-context moments, for sure. You used to hate the Festival of Ice. It's time for my yearly humiliation, but then you got better at fishing. It's honestly all it is. It's like the fishing minigame is, it's simple, but deadly, for sure. It can be deceptively difficult. No one will ever hug you. What if I'm cosplaying as a cactus fruit? Depends on the quality of my costume. I did forget a hop, thank you. Whoever said that. House Blaster, thank you, thank you. It does remind me, talking about the, like dressing up as, like, a cactus fruit. I distinctly remember one time, it was, like, one of my first Halloweens that I was actually going to be able to, like, go out trick-or-treating, because I was finally, like, old enough to do that. And I really wanted to dress up as a pumpkin for some reason. I don't know why. I guess I just, like, loved pumpkins, and I love Halloween in general, and, like, in my little child pea brain, like, the perfect embodiment of Halloween was pumpkins. And so I, like, begged my mom, it's like, can you get me a pumpkin costume, please, please? And she was like, yeah, we can get you a pumpkin costume. And I had in my mind that I wanted to be, like, I wanted the costume to be, like, a big, round, like, plastic pumpkin, right? Like, kind of like the ones that you would normally, like, carry around to, like, hold your candy. Just, like, a little pail like that, like one of those plastic pails. Except it would be, like, big enough for me to wear, more or less, and I was looking forward to that. But when she actually brought the costume home, it was like a felt one. It was like an actual like garb, like a tunic of a pumpkin. And I was upset at the time. I was still grateful. I was like, oh, thanks, Mom. But I was like, inside I was kind of crying. But now, like, thinking back on it, it would have been so much more cumbersome wearing an actual, like, plastic pumpkin like that. It would not have worked out well. I think my mom made the right call there. I don't even know if you can get a pumpkin costume like that. I guess winter isn't all bad. Playing in the snow can be fun. So true. So true, Haley. Snowmen are okay, I guess, but I'm mostly looking forward to the spring. Respect that. I honestly respect it. Spring is a pretty good season. Hello, pig. Nah, nothing here. Nothing ever is. She always kind of fakes me out a little bit because the traveling cart. I do love her outfit, by the way. Is this the only time that you get to see the traveling cart in a like, outside of her normal outfit? I don't think she wears anything different to the night market, does she? I think she's just in her usual attire for that. Put on a jacket, Haley. So true, honestly. I don't know, maybe she's got Viking blood in her or something. You know, just like based on Haley's like physical traits, she could have like some like Nordic blood in her in her family somewhere. Aren't they known for like the light skin sort of and like pale like hair, like blonde hair, that sort of thing? Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about, but I feel like that's correct. You were a bat for Halloween once? That's cool. That's like flipping the trend on its head. Like most people would go like as a vampire, but you went straight up like just the bat. That's kind of awesome, honestly. You were a yellow M&M for Halloween once, and the hands were made out of wood? Oh my gosh, that sounds so uncomfortable. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Reminds me of like wearing clogs or something. I've never worn clogs, like the wooden clogs. Great fishing spot right there. That's on the very borderline, on the cusp. Yeah, it was what was I saying? Clogs. I've never worn them, but I can't imagine they're comfortable. And then you get into like clog dancing. And I'm like, whose idea was it to, like, I get it's like a cultural thing. It's like, oh, it's tradition. It's part of the, it's steeped, like, it's a historical thing, sure, whatever. But whoever started that was actually, like, they were trying to get back at somebody. They were like, oh, yeah, you try, there's a traditional dance we do in these wooden shoes. You should learn it. And the person they were talking to is like, oh, I don't want to disrespect this person. I'll try their tradition out, and then they had to dance in wooden shoes and get blisters all over their feet. Oh, thank you. You were an abandoned doll for Halloween. You were a moth for 1 year for Halloween, Decay. I like all the Halloween costumes. One year I was I remember it was like 6th grade or 7th grade or something. I went dressed up as I was in one of those big inflatable costumes. And it was of Elvis Presley, like a big inflatable fat Elvis costume. And I remember that because I won the costume contest for my school that year. And there was like I don't even know if I might be able to find it at some point. I'll have to ask my mom if we have it. But there was like a video of me like running down the middle of the... We won, by the way, with 5 big slimy fish. Was there ever any doubt? But it was just me, like, running down the middle of the gymnasium where, the costume contest was taking place. And I was just, like, holding my hands up. I had, like, the sunglasses on and everything, dressed up as a big fat Elvis. It was a great time. Probably, like, the peak of my life up until that point, honestly. I put away all my wood. That was foolhardy. We don't have to do a garbage run late tonight because the town was not closed. We got that done early. We're good to go. You were a bee this past year. That's a goated costume. One time you were a robot and we made it out of a plastic bin and I fell and broke your nose. Least favorite Halloween, but favorite costume? Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's got to be not the best memory, but I'm glad you enjoyed the costume at the very least. Sorry to hear that. Face reveal, Argon is actually Elvis. Now, apparently I'm moist critical, in case you didn't know. Now I'm self-conscious if I try to do like now that people have told me that I had a good impression when I was doing just that clip earlier. I'm like self-conscious to try and do it again because it won't be nearly as good. I think I caught lightning in a bottle with that one, as it were. We do have a tulip here, though. That's nice. Okay, tulip. So we want to seed maker this, I believe. Because we don't have any extra tulip bulbs. Is this correct? How did I just let this happen? Like, oh wait, you know what I did? I remember this. Because we had the 2 tulip seeds, but we already crafted the tub of flowers. Number crafted 1 down there. Okay, that's what we need that for. So I technically only need this 1 tulip to ship, because I don't think you need it for any more crafting or any more shipping. But I feel like I should seed maker it regardless, because I don't remember if it counts towards the polyculture achievement. That's one thing we could look at it for. But I also just like am paranoid that I'll forget something that it's for, and I'll mess it up just by shipping the only one we have that we'll have access to ever. I feel like I just like to retain access to as many crops as possible, you know. So let's go ahead and throw this in the seed maker. We'll watch it and make sure it doesn't turn into mixed seeds or anything, because if it does, this is a reset. Go and hold your breath for a second. Cross your fingers. Okay, okay. Give me more than 1 at least. Okay, that's 2, that's fine. Now we can take this back. We'll put 1 away in our chest for safekeeping, and we'll grow the other one so we actually have 1 to ship. Grab all this as well. Let's get to drinking. Always keep backups. Absolutely true. True of pretty much anything in life that you're able to back up, I think. There's no reason not to if it's not too inconvenient for you. It is kind of risky for us because obviously we risk getting mixed seeds or ancient seeds out of it instead of the actual seed that we want. But I think the risk is well worth it when you can just reset it and fix it. Also used for flower honey. Very accurate, if we ever end up doing that. Although I think fairy rose honey is the most profitable one, so I don't know why we'd necessarily do tulip honey, but you know what? I wouldn't be mad if we did, just to be different, you know? Argon sing an Ed Sheeran song? I don't know any. I'm really bad with artists and knowing what songs. Like, I'm sure I know an Ed Sheeran song. That much I don't dispute. I'm sure, like, if I heard one, I'd be like, oh, I've heard this song before. But if you ask me right now, like, hey, name 1 song that Ed Sheeran has written or sung or whatever, I'd be like, you're better off asking me, like, for like the distance between us and the nearest non-solar star. At least then I have like a fighting chance or something. Do I just have an extra hop here for no reason? I guess one of them was corn juice in this, but that should be fixed now, I would think. Oh well, we'll just eat it. Eat it and yeet it. Shape of You? I do vaguely know that one. I'd have to like think about it for a second. I mostly know it because of what's her name, Melinda? She's the girl who does like the Google Translate songs. Look her up if you haven't before. Like Google Translate sings, and she did Shape of You, and it became all about just like shapes, like geometrical shapes and colors and things. It was kind of weird, but I mean that's why I love those songs. She does such a good job with those translation songs. Hats off to her. What about the one from Game of Thrones? Is it heresy to admit that I've never watched Game of Thrones? At one point, that might have been like, oh my god, how can you not have watched Game of Thrones? And even maybe still for some people. But now, from what I hear about like how like the 8th season went, I think a lot of people fell off the Game of Thrones bandwagon after that point. I can't attest to it because obviously I haven't watched it, but that's the word on the grapevine. Congrats on the legend achievement there, Calvin. That's no small feat. Good on you, good on you. Perfect Shape of You, A-Team, Lego House, Thinking Out Loud. I think I know 2 of those, maybe. Like, vaguely. What is winter like for me? Generally, winter's not so bad, honestly, for me. Because I've grown accustomed to Canadian winters. I think if like you dropped like the standard like Floridian or whatever in the winters that I call normal, they probably wouldn't have the best time. They'd probably like claim that that's like the most miserable year of their life, or miserable season of their life at the very least. Just more trash today. But for me, like, it gets down to like -20, -30. It's not necessarily pleasant, but it's like I'll tolerate it. It's fine. Really, the worst part about winter is driving. The black ice and stuff. Too late to watch it now? Not worth it. I'd probably still enjoy Game of Thrones if I watched it, even if it like did get like ruined by whatever that season was, the 8th season. It would be I'd probably still enjoy it up until that point. Maybe even, I might even, like, my standards are pretty low. I might still even enjoy that point. Anyway, we're good, I think? Yeah. Welcome back, Cataclysmic. Would it be heresy to say that I enjoyed winter and fall more than summer and spring? I think saying that you enjoy winter more is a little ludicrous. Although it really depends on where you live at the end of the day. Okay, poppy. We have one poppy here. Do we have extra poppy seeds? Because if so, I'm just shipping this one. I'm pretty sure. We do have one extra poppy seed, so this is fine to just sell this. That's what we grew it for in the first place. Yeah, it really depends on where you live, like which seasons are your preference. Like, honestly, I think with the summers we've been having lately, I might honestly start to prefer winter over summer too. Because I really hate the heat. Part of that is me being ginger, and obviously gingers are, just as like, based on our fair complexions, we are a little more susceptible to heats than a lot of other people. But it's just miserable. Like, you can only, with the cold, at least you can like always put on an extra layer. With the heat, you can only take off so many layers, at least like in public. And I mean, even in private, it's not like you're gonna be able to take off your skin. So, as much as you might feel like you want to at some points, depending on when it gets to like plus 40 degrees Celsius and stuff, or even hotter. Okay, let me go ahead. What was I feel like I'm forgetting something here. Gotta water Timbeeb, of course. He's waiting so patiently. So patiently. He's just vibing. Oh, I was gonna put something else in this garden pot, but what? What do we put in the garden pot now? Do I have anything else I need to grow? I could just make another tea sapling. That might be the play. That's what I'm gonna do for right now. We can always switch it up later if we need to. No big deal either way. There we go. That works for me. Looks kind of funny because, like, we don't need to water it, obviously, but that's going to stay. I don't know if it'll stay watered now that there's, like, a tea sapling in it, actually. Because, like, the tea sapling doesn't need the water, but it also has, like, deluxe retaining soil in there, so what's going to win out? Okay. To go here. For some reason, I'm like flustered today. I got thrown off my basic schedule just by that poppy growing, I guess. We're all good though. We're back on track. Looking back at the evolution of Argon Matrix is so fun. You might think it's fun and kind of funny, but when I look back at it, it's full of cringeable moments, that's for sure. I'll definitely have to do one of those things where I like go back and watch my old videos at some point, just for the reaction's sake. I haven't watched most of those videos in a very, very long time, but I remember how old I was when I made them, and, like, you know, it can't be pretty, is all I'm saying. I think I'm still, like, pretty cringeworthy these days, so I can't imagine how much worse it was back then. Is there anything that makes you irrationally angry? Not really, no. Like I've said before, I don't really get angry, I just get, annoyed and frustrated sometimes. But as for, like, legitimately, like, angry? Nah. The closest thing I think that I could make an example of that makes me irrationally angry would be people who fold the corners of books to keep their place in them instead of using a bookmark. It's like, it's not that hard to get. You don't even need, like, a formal bookmark. You can just get, like a piece of paper or, like, really anything that's, like, small and thin enough to fit between. Oh, look at that. Alex is even gonna start reading a book. We just, you know, great minds think alike. Like, why do you have to, like, damage the book irreparably in order to, like, save your place? It doesn't make any sense to me. Preserve the book. It deserves better, honestly. This message was paid for by the book appreciators of Canada. Yeah, dog ears. That's what they're called when you, like, dog ear the page by bending the corner. Not a fan of that for sure. But even then, it's not like I'd see someone do that and be like, I wouldn't start clenching my fists like the Arthur meme. I'd just be like, there's no need to do that. You're just hurting your own book for no real reason. But at the end of the day, I mean, it's their book. Unless it's like a book that they borrowed, then that's the ultimate sin, honestly. You just use PDFs. In this day and age, yeah, it's more common, PDFs and ebooks and stuff. It's the way to go. You don't need to worry about bending a Kindle, that's for sure. If you're trying to bend the ear of your like you're trying to dog ear a Kindle, you're probably gonna run into a lot more issues than just, like, losing your place in the book. That's all I'm saying. Know what, Decay's been doing good, keeping up with more trash. I can do one here. More trash. Split the workload a little bit. Yeah. Might not be a bad idea to make some more triple shot espresso here. We are legitimately starting to run low now. Like 20 or 19 is not that low, but and we also have like 820 and all these coffee beans that we eventually will make into kegs, I promise. Or make into actual coffee, I promise. But for right now, I think that's fine. That's fine there. We'll be good for the foreseeable future now. You simply remember the page number if you have the physical book. That can work if you're only, like, reading, like, one book at a time kind of thing. If you're trying to split your attention between multiple different books, it's like, maybe you have a better memory than I do for that sort of thing. Actually, honestly, I haven't read very many physical books recently. But I feel like for, like, numbers and things like that, my memory is pretty good, so I might be able to pull that off. But honestly, it's just not worth the hassle to me when a bookmark is literally so easy. You don't need to buy one, like I said. You just find something that works. Not rocket science. That's all I'm saying. Are you team doors or team wheels? I was in the chat for Z's stream on this for a little bit. I never saw what their actual debate between all of them on the stream ultimately concluded in, what they decided on, or if they were unable to come to a decision, which I think is probably the most likely outcome. And for those who aren't in the know, there's apparently a big, like, thing going around, mostly on TikTok from what I understand, as to whether there are more wheels in the world or more doors in the world. And I'll get my 2 cents out there, I'll throw my hat in the ring, because why not? I think it really does come down to, like, it comes down to how you define each one. I think we need to the only way to have a productive discussion on that is to find a definition for both wheels and doors that everyone can agree with. Because you'll get people who are being like, well, there's like a door that's like not on its hinges, that's just like, you know, just like lying against something. Does that count as a door? And you'll get people who are like, is the little like canister or like the little like latch thing on the back of your car or on the side of your car that protects the gas cap, is that a door? And like, is like the lid of a jar a door? And then like into wheels, you get like people who would be like, okay, well, are like, is a lazy Susan a wheel? Is a gear a wheel? But at the end of the day, I do think, regardless of the definitions you go with, unless you really skew things in favor of doors, I think wheels beat it 100 times out of 100. I don't think there's a world in which there are more, like, I don't think there's any argument to be made. You can make the arguments, you can do all you want about doors, you can do, what about apartment buildings and office buildings and advent calendars and yada yada. At the end of the day, I feel like, honestly, maybe it does come down to the definition to an extent, because I do consider gears to be wheels. And like, and at that point, once you factor in how many like gears and little wheel type mechanisms are in just machines in general, it's no contest at that point. There's no room for doors to even make a stand. What was I gonna do? I was gonna put blue jazz in the seed makers here. I'm not gonna go too deep into the debate because I know a lot of people are probably sick of it at this point if you've been around the internet the past couple weeks. But that's my stance on it, and I stand firm. I think, honestly, Team Wheels is probably the majority team. I think that's what most people believe. And I think rightfully so. Like, usually I try to do my best to go for, like, a hipster option or give the benefit of the doubt to the underdog, but Doors just does not have a chance in this argument, I'm sorry. It's for sure Wheels, yeah. Most people are saying Wheels. All of your cells have a door? Like, the cells in my body? I don't think that's true. I don't ascribe to that belief, Gale. I don't think cells count as doors. Maybe I'm not familiar enough with biology, but I don't think they fit the traditional definition of a door. Good evening, Elaine. Happy to see you were able to make the stream. We're talking wheels and doors, as is the discourse that has been plaguing the internet for the past little bit. But we're gonna push past that, I think. People who say doors are just being contrarian for the sake of it. That's kind of where I'm falling too, yeah. Hey, Johnny, thank you for the 99-cent super chat. Appreciate the support. Any type of support is always welcome. Our mouths are doors, right? See, this is where I get into, like we have to agree on a definition. And I'm not about to... my brain is too tired right now from all this cactus fruit hunting and the shipping nonsense we did earlier to worry about thinking of a good definition. If I was gonna have the debate, I would, like, commit, like, a stream to it like Z did. Sorry, like Zed did. Unsurpassable Zed. Gotta stick to my guns here. Speaking of making people mad. Alright, let's go to bed. Eyes are windows? Eyes are windows to the soul. So true, so true. Finally able to join live. Happy to have you here, Johnny. Thank you very much. And you came in with a bombastic support too. Appreciate it. Hope you've been enjoying the VODs up until this point at the very least. Alright, Friday, traveling cart day. We're on our way. Oh, I don't think I did the I don't think we did more trash for this one, did we? Doesn't look like it. More trash. And right as I say, yeah, there you go. Yeah. Yeah, only the mods are able to use more trash. Otherwise, it has the potential to be spammed by viewers and completely ruin the meaning of the number. The number is already hard enough to keep track of as it is. Like, I usually have to go in after the stream and, like, account for 1 or 2 of the more trash commands that we might have missed. Which is, like, no fault of mine or the mods, really. It's just kind of how it goes when the stream is on. If there was a way to automate the process, I would be the first one to hop on board for that. But without some pretty significant technical loop-de-loops, I don't think we're going to be getting there anytime soon. Alright. We should make everyone in chat a mod, then we won't miss the more trash command. There's one idea. There is one idea. That would be such anarchy. Could you imagine making every single person in chat a mod? Never gonna happen, for the record. Just, no offense to all of you guys, but, like... Yeah, I need mods to be people I can trust. As it is, the mods that I have, like, no offense to any mods that I have, for the record. But they are people that I more or less picked just because, like, I knew, like, they either approached me, or, and they were like, hey, I want to help out with, like, the Discord server. And I was like, cool, I don't know anything about that. Help me. Please be, please help me with this. Or they're like friends of the stream kind of thing, like Charlie and Blade. But I don't know, like pretty much all the mods I don't know that much about on, like, a personal level, really. I'm just going on blind faith, but it's worked out so far. Both Decay and Zombo, who are my main mods, my mainstay mods at the moment, are seem to be pretty good so far. Any of us could turn evil at any point. So true. I look forward to the evil Decay arc, so we can have the Decay redemption arc eventually. Redemption arcs are my favorite, so we gotta. It's almost time to fix our fences here, by the way. You see, they're starting to decay now. Ah, decay. We probably have enough hardwood that we could honestly replace the stone fences with hardwood fences, because I think hardwood are the longest lasting of the fences, right? It's probably might not be a bad idea. I'll look into how much hardwood we actually have when we get back to the farm, though. All right, what do we got here? Apricot. That's kind of funny. It's a meme that's passed now. Sandfish, always respected. And traveling cart is she's not even tempting us these streams. She doesn't even have anything that, like, could pass as, like, an animal product. There's all sorts of fish. You hate when fences decay. They aren't. You only use hardwood, but they aren't as attractive. Honestly, when we get the golden clock and fences stop decaying, that's gonna be a huge boon. That's gonna be a weight off my mind, because I also hate it when they. I also hate the fact that they can, like, wither and rot away. Looking for Joja Cola cash payment on delivery. Very hush-hush, Clint. I respect it. If I get one out of the trash, I'll probably drop by. If not, you know what? It's honestly the amount of footsteps I'd have to take to run a Joja Cola from my farm to your blacksmithy is not worth 75 gold. I'm sorry, it's just not. Ooh, that train is, though. Show me chipped amphora. Next time. I think it's like a 3% chance to get chipped amphora or something from the artifact spots in town. In winter, those numbers might be skewed, though, because, like, there's a lot more artifact spots in winter, and they, I think, have a higher than usual chance of being mixed seeds and forage and all that stuff. Tea plants make great fences. They do. They don't wither away, but they're also much more expensive to create than just your traditional fence, right? Okay, let's see what we got here. We do have some stone fences in reserve. The stone fences did last quite a while here. We got 375 hardwood. It's only 1 hardwood per fence, right? Yeah. The most durable type of fence. This might be the play, honestly. Because I don't think we needed less than 100 fences when we replaced... Pardon me, when we replaced them last time. Fewer than 100 fences, my bad. But, I don't know how many we needed exactly. Let's lowball it. We'll start with 50. And we'll see. And we'll just replace all of them here. Everyone's favorite part of the stream. Fence maintenance. Did that fence just decay in real time? Did you see that? Or did my mind play tricks on me? I didn't know that happened. I thought they could only, like, I thought they could only change state, like, between days. I didn't realize, like, if I saw that right, which I feel like I did, I didn't realize that was a thing that could happen. And now I'm a little scared. You saw it? I'm glad I didn't... I mean, we got video evidence, so, I mean, that was wild. It did in real time. That's... That's so bizarre. I love it, though. Okay, we'll start... Actually, we'll get rid of all the fences first, and then we'll go around and just do the full run of it. It died before you could destroy it. Yeah, it saw me coming with the pickaxe, and it was like, I'm taking myself out. You will never get this. You will never get this, Chloe. Do tea plants last through the winter? They do. They just don't produce tea leaves in winter, I'm pretty sure. But the plants themselves are still there through winter. If I remember right from when we had our little tea plants, our tea saplings outside earlier in the challenge. Oops. Almost went the whole length of the fence without making a mistake like that. Alright. So now we just go ahead and start replacing. Oh gosh. I'm always so bad at placing things in this game too. I do think I like the look of the stone fences more. But these aren't like terribly ugly. These are still fine. They're still palatable. And for like orchards and stuff, I mean, a wooden fence is probably more befitting anyway. And then that's our weird corner where we didn't quite shape it out right. All right, let's get another 30. Seems good. I'm pretty sure we needed less. I don't remember how many we needed exactly when we did this before. But it was less than 100. That much I remember because I was surprised that we didn't need the full like 100 that we made or whatever. Timbeeb is loving life over there, by the way. You hear him barking up a storm? He's either loving this or he hates the sound of placing fences. Maybe both. Okay, so it's just gonna be like a little shy of the 100 that we need. It's like 90 or so. Okay. And one more for the road. How many was that exactly? 91. It really was 91. Okay. Perfect. Little fresh coat of paint for our fences. I don't mind it. You had a long day there, Pyrus. I feel you. I've had those days in the past. Hopefully you can unwind with the last little bit of the stream here. Happy to have you in here. You came at the most exciting part of the stream, the fence project. Everyone's favorite part. I know it to be true. No one's here for this cactus fruit. We're all about those fences and when they're gonna rot and wither away. All right. Go to sleep for the night? I think so. We did traveling cart. We did cactus fruit. We're good. You're gonna go to bed soon? 3 minutes? No worries, Steam Mac. Oh, the train! You're right. You're right, Kelly. That's my bad. That would have been the leprechaun shoes for sure, too. Reset. Time for a reset, everybody. We missed the train. We missed our bus. Who in chat has ever had a situation where you missed like a scheduled transportation vehicle of some kind? Like if you missed like a bus ride that you were gonna take, or if you missed like a plane ride, or anything similar. This is it. Our yam is grown, by the way, fully grown yam. We have extra yam seeds still in here, right? We do. So we can just ship this one, which is what we grew it for to begin with, for our shipment requirement. Good stuff. I can't think of a single time that I've actually like missed a flight or a bus or anything like that. I'm usually very, very early for those sorts of things and very punctual about it because I have an irrational fear of missing them or being like, I've had them canceled and I've had them delayed and stuff before, but never outright like missed one. You've missed a few? Probably, yeah. I think most people have. It seems a lot of people in chat have missed something like that at some point in their lives, which is not surprising to me. I think it's a relatively common experience. Because, like, no matter how punctual you are, I'm sure, like, eventually, either I've already missed something like that in my life and I'm just forgetting it, I've, like, pushed it out of my mind, or I will at some point. And this clip will come back to bite me in the butt. But I think no matter how punctual you are, no matter how prepared you are, there's gonna come a time in your life where eventually it just like you accidentally oversleep, or the traffic is a lot worse than you thought, or something like that. There's gonna be some extenuating circumstance that you can't control, that you can't factor in, that's gonna cause you to miss something. And it's gonna be out of your hands. It's just one of the many facts of life. There are only 3 constants in life: death, taxes, and you're gonna miss a bus one day, nerd. So get used to it. Used to take the public bus to high school. Thankfully, I lived close enough to the school that I usually just walked to school uphill both ways. Like my grandparents used to say, you know? Now, it was only uphill one way, thankfully. Trains and buses. Before I got a car, I was dependent on my family for distance transit. Your family's not punctual, fair enough, honestly. That's another thing. If you have to rely on somebody else, then all bets are off at that point. I will say I've never been... That's not true. I was gonna say I've never been on a train. I've been on, number one, I've been on like public, not really trains. It's like not like a sky rail either, but it's, you know what I mean. It's just like those like sort of public little locomotives. I forget what they're actually called. I guess you'd call them a train, but it's not a train in the traditional sense that it's like on like a big track and it's like a big cargo thing, like the types of train you see in Stardew Valley. But I have been on one of those trains at one point in my life. I distinctly remember it. I don't remember where we were traveling. I think we were visiting some family out in Ontario, and we had to get from northern Ontario to southern Ontario, or potentially vice versa. And we took a train to do it. I just remember it being such a cool experience. I was only like 5 or 6 at the time, and it was just so wild. We were in like this double-decker train car. I remember going up, and there was like a skylight in the train. You could see like all the stars out because it was like pretty like late. Light rail transit, yeah, LRT. There you go. That's what I was thinking of. And yeah, the most distinct thing I remember about being on that train is like I went up to the second level of that train car and I sat down with like my parents and I colored in a coloring book. That's all I remember from that. I probably fell asleep shortly thereafter because it was, like I said, pretty late. It's a really cool experience, though. Just being on a train like that is just definitely recommended if you ever get the chance. It's just fun. I've never ridden a subway either, no. First time you were on a train was a subway was in Toronto. Never taken the T into Boston. Yeah, Subway would definitely be and I think Subway is probably a lot closer to the LRT that I'm accustomed to than it would be to your traditional like steam train kind of thing. Not that I guess most trains run on steam nowadays. Would you take a flying train if you could? If such a thing were to exist? Oh, have a good night there, Just Fun and David Gaming. I might just call you David from now on. Have a good one there. If such a thing were to exist, I don't know. It would really depend. It would really depend. Like, that's the thing, when people talk about, like, flying cars and stuff, I'm like, they're cool in theory, don't get me wrong. But people are, like, bad enough drivers as it is in 2 dimensions. We don't want to add that, like, third aerial dimension. No. It's not the greatest idea, I don't think. There's a reason that pilots are, like, so heavily trained, right? It's, I don't want to trust that kind of power to just Joe Schmo down the road. Down in a 6-pack of Corona. We're good to go, right? Yeah. That's called a plane. Exactly, yeah. That said, I am very much on board for self-driving cars. I think that's definitely going to be pretty big in the future once they really fine-tune all the aspects of that. I would 1,000 times out of 1,000 I would trust a computer with my life. A computer, like a well-trained computer that's been proven to work. I'll stipulate that over like a human driver. There's a reason that autopilot is so prevalent and so important in planes. Argon said the C word? God, I hope not. This is a PG-13 stream. That's very much not a... Oh my god. Let's not go there. Alright, night market starts tomorrow. Should be able to get through the night market days this stream, I think, judging by how much time we have left. Pretty much all planes are self-driving. They do okay. Also, yeah, that is the thing, is like, I'd make that argument too, that like autopilot is a thing in planes and has been for a long time. But there is a very valid point in saying that planes have a lot less to worry about in the sky than cars do on the ground. There's a lot fewer diversions in the sky. Not to say that like an autopilot for a plane is like easy. It's like I'm not about to go program that in Python in an afternoon. But compared to what like self-driving cars and the programs that go into those have to endure, the types of training that those AI have to undergo, I should say. I have to imagine there's a pretty drastic difference. Even in a place that isn't car dependent, like most of the US, I wouldn't like flying cars. Yeah, it's just the idea of it is too much power to give to the average civilian. Let's put it that way. Let's not go there. Leave that one to Marty McFly for now. In 2015 or whatever. Is that when Back to the Future 2 took place, when they went to the future, the far-flung future of 2015? They had their flying cars and their hoverboards. If only, man. Could you imagine? Not on board for the flying cars, like I said, but the hoverboards signed me up today, yesterday. Signed me up 7 years ago, honestly. I need to watch the Back to the Future films again. They're really good. I'm probably in the camp that the first one would be the best, as I think most people would probably agree with, but I honestly, the whole trilogy holds up pretty well in my estimation. But it's been so long since I've seen them, so that might just be nostalgia bias kicking in. Alright. Traveling cart, don't do me dirty, please. Show me something at least somewhat mildly interesting. Truffle oil is mildly interesting, but it's not something that we need. I guess I got what I asked for. The whole freaking globe. She's like, here, find it yourself. Find whatever you're looking for. I'm done. Alright, no luck. We literally have flying cars. They're called helicopters. That's pretty accurate. And obviously, helicopter pilots have to go through an immense amount of training. There's probably... Is there more I mean, obviously, they both have... they probably have similar elements to their training. Like, just airplane pilots and helicopter pilots. But I would have to imagine that helicopter pilots have to endure more training on average than an airplane pilot. Am I correct in that assumption? I believe I would be. Any helicopter pilots in chat? Seems unlikely, but you know, it takes all types around here. You never know. You never know who you're talking to. Never know if one of the lurkers in chat is anyone currently flying a helicopter? If so, why are you listening to me ramble on about a cactus fruit? Keep your eyes on the sky, mister or ma'am. Did emojis get disabled? I don't think so. I didn't try to disable emojis if I did. Alright, there's an emoji right there, so we're good. Alright. Off to bed with us, and then it is night market time. I'll have to stay up a little later than usual. Go figure. I go to sleep for the night? I think so. By the way, for those who weren't here at the beginning of the stream, we did take a poll that I believe it was 65% of people thought we would get the cactus fruit this stream. How's that 65% of you feeling right now? We got 20 minutes to go in the stream, which is probably like a good 1 or 2 days. Well, it's more than 1 day. It's at least 2 days, 2 or 3 days. How are you feeling? Still confident? I mean, I won't begrudge you. It's still anyone's game at this point. All right, we got our tulip here as well. So the tulip, this is the second tulip we've grown, right? This was, yeah, because we got tulip seeds in here, tulip bulb. So we can just ship this one. That's what we were doing there. Good stuff. Thanks, Kent. Never have enough bombs around. Believers in chat, believing. You said I wouldn't this stream? I mean, I respect the realism, but also, come on, man. We need everyone on board for this one. Not until we're gonna have to do I'm gonna start doing that poll at the start of every stream, polling people to see how they're feeling. And eventually on one of the streams, we're gonna get 100% of people on board, and that's gonna be the stream. And that'll prove scientifically that like a crowd belief like that can influence the results of RNG, specifically like this. Obviously, they tell us it's predetermined. They tell us, like, Blade says he knows the exact day that it's gonna happen. Watch if we get 100% on one of those polls, Blade's gonna be looking at his numbers, like the script that he has, and it's gonna change before his eyes. And he's gonna be like, I've never seen anything like this. How did you make this happen? And I'm gonna be like, that's the power of the Matrix, baby. Statistics, math, who cares about any of that noise when you got the power of believers in chat? It supersedes any scientific fact, now and forever. Yeah, Blade might think he knows when it's gonna happen, but honestly, like, what if we get one earlier than Blade? Blade knows, and Blade's whole world is turned upside down because he thought he knew everything about Stardew Valley, and then we prove him wrong. That's what this challenge is all about: is finding new things in the game, overcoming expectations, surmounting hurdles. I think we have the power within us to break the code wide open. Blade's head will explode with the power of friendship. I mean, I don't want his head to explode because he's also a friend, but I at least want him to, like, you know, have at least an eyebrow raise or two. Anyone played No Place Like Home new game on Steam? I have not, Lee, but it reminded me of what's that one game where it's like I think it was pretty critically acclaimed. Don't worry about it, Marnie. She's not one that normally catches us. She's not. I guess we're just out at a different time. There's like a critically acclaimed game. It's like kind of like, it's got horror elements, but it's not really a horror game, I don't think. I can't remember the name of it. You just go in, like, you're, I think, a girl who's come back from vacation, and you come back to your home and you like find it empty and there's like all these notes and stuff and you just follow it around, and it's a very story-driven game. I don't remember what it's called. I remember really enjoying that though, and for some reason the name No Place Like Home, isn't that the one that's the one that I think Charlie did a sponsored segment for though. It's like not at all like the game that I'm describing right now. I think it's a lot more like Stardew Valley, but the name is reminding me of that. What Became of Edith Finch? That is not the one, but I know what you're talking about. I think it's in the same ballpark. Marnie on screen? Wow, that's rare. What the heck? A squid? We're talking about rare, and we just get a random squid out of the Jojo Mart garbage can? That's our odd trash can item for the day. It's Home Alone. Is it Home Alone? I feel like it's not called Home Alone because then it would make me think of Home Alone the movie. We'll hold on to this squid. We could potentially use it to get a like squidding from a fish pond. If we need to. Wonder if that would count for Willy's quest. I don't know. Actually, we've already completed Willy's quest to catch a squid, so we don't need to worry about that. Oh, we're not going to bed. Shoot, we have to wait for the night market. I almost got too caught up in my own little routine. We'll just go chop wood, I guess. Go kick rocks. That's a saying, isn't it? Go kick rocks. It's like you're telling someone basically to like screw off. I think it's like an older saying though. It's like I don't hear it that much anymore. I feel like it's kind of like it kind of hits different though, you know? Like if someone told me to like kick rocks, I'd be kind of like, "Oh, you really don't like me, do you?" You're like, "Yeah, kick rocks, fool." I'm like, "Man, I guess I'll go kick some rocks." On the other hand though, kicking rocks is kind of cool. Like if you're just like walking down like the side of a railroad track, not on the railroad tracks, I should definitely emphasize that. At least as long as there's like no trains coming by, I guess you're fine, but be careful. Just kicking pebbles along the way. Is it pick rocks? I thought it was kick rocks, because I think pick rocks doesn't sound right to me. Although I guess like with a pickaxe maybe. Don't say that is not PG-13. I definitely skirt the line of PG-13. I think I'm less worried about keeping things like actually rated PG-13, and I'm more just worried about keeping things relatively clean in chat. Like, you know, the occasional, like, minor swear word, like damn or whatever, that's fine. Or we keep the big ones out of here as much as possible. The occasional, like, innuendo or euphemism or whatever, that's all good. I'm not super strict on it. It's only when we get into, like, the really vulgar stuff that I really start to be like, you know what, maybe we should dial it back a little bit. Like, I'll reference something like Moist Critical earlier in the stream and be like, yeah, I like his content and stuff, but I can't actually, like, talk about a lot of the stuff that he talks about and things that he says, because that's outside of that demographic that I'm going for. Skipping rocks is also fun. I've always wanted to be, like, to learn to skip rocks. That seems like it would be a really cool skill to have. I've tried it in the past, but I think I just haven't been able to, like, identify rocks that are skippable. Because I know you can't just, like, pick up any old stone off the ground and throw it into a pond and hope and, like, try and skip it. Some of them are definitely going to work out better than others. What about F-bombs? Like, I don't mind F-bombs in content that I watch, personally. I'm an adult, I can handle that sort of thing. But I know that there's a lot of younger folks around here, young and impressionable. And also, just at the end of the day, it's just not really my MO. Like, even in my day-to-day life, I don't really swear that much. Among friends, like, occasionally I'll let out a nasty word, a cuss or two, but really not that often. Even if you go back, it's changed a lot in my as I've matured, for sure. Because even if you go back into some of the videos, like older videos on my channel, there's swear words in a lot of those. So I was not always this way. And honestly, I just kind of enjoy the aspect of, like, creating something entertaining without having to... I don't want to say debase myself, because that's not what I mean. Oh, hey, look, I forgot all about this. little hidden red mushroom down here. Yeah, I like just, I like challenging my vocabulary a little more, I guess. I don't know. You swear a lot more than you really notice, yeah. It's easy to, like, use them as filler words, right? A lot of the time. I've met a fair number of people who will use the F word just, like, with the same frequency as the average person would use a comma. And it's kind of like, when I hear that, they use it, like, as much as, like, I use the word like, you know? Like how I'm using it, like, right now. Like they'll say it that often, and it's, like, pretty annoying, but, like, honestly, like, I understand where they're coming from, because, like, it's hard to break those habits, and, I'm broken. I've died. Let's go to the night market. Me and Scope used to drop F-bombs every second. It made your childhood. I don't know if that's what you want to hear. So made someone's childhood. I'm glad you enjoyed the content at the very least. Hopefully for more than just the obscene cussing. But as you've gotten older, you've started to hate swearing more and more. I'm in the same boat, Decay, honestly. I don't mind hearing it. I just don't really say it that often. I just don't feel the need a lot of the time. I feel like there's more colorful and fun ways to express your thoughts a lot of the time. All right. What do you got for me, lady? Nothing. This feels like the same one we saw just, like, the other day. Like, literally yesterday with the globe and everything. No dice, no dice. You smell that? The air is so spicy here. What an interesting quote. I know what she means, though, about air being spicy. It's nothing... There's no other way to quite describe it sometimes. Yeah, I think it's okay to swear, like, a little bit colloquially, for sure. I think once you have an audience of any capacity, you really have to know your audience, like, obviously. For a game like this and a challenge like this, and just the audience that I've cultivated in recent times, I think keeping the swearing to a minimum is probably for the best. Whereas most other streamers, I would hazard a guess, streamers and video makers tend towards the other side of the spectrum, where they don't want to try and censor themselves, and so they just let it fly as far as the language goes, and most of their audience is always fine with that. So that's just different audiences. And that's the thing, is I'm not really censoring myself, because even if I wasn't trying to, like, cater to a more youthful audience, or a more impressionable audience like that, then I would still probably not swear that much. I might do a little more, like, I might be able to tolerate a little more raunchy discussion topics, but I wouldn't, definitely wouldn't swear. At least not on a very frequent basis. I have toyed with the idea of maybe doing some streams where it's like Argon after hours kind of thing, where we just let loose a little more. You know, just for adults. I wouldn't do any Price of Perfection things like that, because I don't want to, like, gate that content that way. But I would, I've definitely considered doing some other types of content like that. I just realized that we only got, like, 5 minutes left in the stream, by the way. We'll have to finish off the night market next stream. So I don't think we have enough time to do one more night market day right now. So what we'll do instead, as has become tradition, obviously, we got some Prairie King in us. Elden Ring after hours stream? Maybe, yeah. I still don't know if my computer has the capability to stream Elden Ring, though. And, like to run Elden Ring and stream it at the same time. Might be pushing my computer to its absolute breaking point at that point. I don't want to melt my CPU, if I can help it. Yeah, so unfortunately, no cactus fruit today. I'm gonna start trying to think of ideas to make these streams a little more spicy, a little more involved. I know we all still have fun here, just discussing whatever comes to mind. I like to think that I can keep the conversation afloat decently well, but I also understand that it's gonna start getting a little too. It's already gotten pretty ridiculous, the amount of time that this has taken up until this point. But we all knew this. We all signed a contract, whether you agreed to it or not. When you started watching this series, if you decide to see it through to completion, you signed a silent contract. That you were in this for both the highs and lows, for both the lava eel fishing and for the cactus fruit grind. It's all part of it, baby. At least Prairie King is a little bit spicier. There was like a Hamilton quote I was trying to think of. It was like, it's when Jefferson says we signed a treaty, but I don't remember. I was trying to remember what comes before that. We love this tour, we wouldn't be here. Touche. Touche, Lisa. I still pull like a decent amount of viewers as far as I can tell. I don't have the viewer numbers in front of me at all times, but I honestly don't even really look back at them anymore. I just kind of like enjoy it, but just based on the activity of chat and the amount of people I see in chat on a day-to-day basis, I can infer that I'm doing just fine for now. What else can I talk about? Because I don't want to start talking about the game. That's when you get into trouble. I need to think of more banter topics to talk about. I talked about Lost Media that one time because I was trying to find that show, Something Else, that, like, the show was literally called Something Else. And you guys found that post-haste. Maybe I need to think of something else that I've buried from my childhood that I can't quite remember. There is one that I haven't forgotten it. It's called House of Scorpion. It's a book, and I remember really liking it as a kid. I don't fully remember the story, though. I think it's about slavery to an extent. But, like, I read it as like a pretty young kid, so and I think I pretty well understood it and had a good time with it, but I don't remember the full details of it. I'd have to go look that up, honestly. I did go looking for that that Dr. Seuss book that I talked about, the Book of Sleep, but I could not find it, unfortunately. We're gonna have to wait for the damage upgrade on this. That is Hamilton's quote when he's thinking of Jefferson's quote. Isn't that like where they're talking about whether they should go to like help France with their war? And Jefferson's like, we did something, we signed a treaty. I don't know, all I know is that Hamilton has got so many words, it's too many pages for any man to understand. I could just start singing Hamilton, I guess. It wouldn't be very good. It wouldn't be good for you guys, but it might help me along. I missed that gold up there. That's kind of unfortunate. I'm not going to start singing, by the way, in case I got you excited, because I know some people are here for that, but I'm not going to embarrass myself like that. Because a lot of my favorite songs in Hamilton are definitely ones that I would not be able to sing, personally. Just because my voice does not, I mean, most songs in Hamilton I can't sing, I'm pretty sure. There are really good, such good songs in that, that musical, though. I really like Hurricane, I like Burn, I like, Satisfied. I like, I mean, pretty much any song in that musical. When I have Hamilton questions, I can ask you. You've memorized the songs. I've memorized a decent chunk of it, of like the whole musical. I just haven't committed fully everything to memory because I need more. I need space in my brain for other things. Make a song for the cactus fruit. I am a writer. I'm definitely not a songwriter. I'll tell you that right now. Maybe I'll commission a song about the cactus fruit. Go on Fiverr, see what I can find. That could be kind of funny, honestly. The Ballad of the Cactus Fruit. I really need that gold. That would be very appreciated right now. Okay, well, that was me getting greedy. I knew it was coming. That is pretty much on the dot at the end of the stream, though, so I mean, maybe it was just fated to be off to bed with us. Sorry about that, folks. Nothing too... No edge of your seats Prairie King viewing tonight. Argon singing every part of Hamilton when. I lost the bet and had to sing Friday by Rebecca Black. That's on YouTube somewhere. It's not on my channel, but it's a story for another time. Anyway. Thank you all for joining me for yet another adventure, yet another leg of the adventure in Chloe's journey, Chloe and Tim Beeb and everyone else involved. No extra expenditures today, nothing from the traveling cart. We did get a lot of shipping done. We actually filled out this tab pretty significantly. There's still a lot to go, obviously, but we at least have plans and know-how for all of it. We've got the details, we just have to execute. But until then, it's kind of out of our hands, until that cactus fruit comes in and unlocks the key to the rest of the game. Unlocks the lock to the rest of the game, I should say. We're a bit hooped. We'll get there sooner or later, though. Hopefully sooner. I digress. Thank you all so much for joining me. I hope you had a good time. Rest well. Shoutouts to all the VOD watchers and lurkers and everybody. All your support is greatly appreciated. And if you enjoyed the stream, thank you. I greatly appreciate it. I'm not going to ask anything more of you than that. I'm out of here. I'll send you off with the usual fan art compilation. Get that set up real quick for you. Alright. I'm going to head out. Got work early in the morning, so I better just head to bed here. This is Argon Matrix, signing out. Thank you everyone for watching, and have a great night.